Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. This is episode number 521. Episode number 521 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody who's listening right now to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab. If you do not have a Gab account, well, by God, get one. All right, it's the last bastion of free speech on social media right now. You can follow me on Gab under the name Politics Ghost. All right, all one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, all right? And I am verified on Gab, folks. I am verified. Anyway, folks, as you may notice, I called yesterday's cryptocurrency contraction, and at the current time, as this broadcast is broadcasting, the altcoin and cryptocurrency market is beginning to bounce back. We're starting to see some more green on the board. Yesterday, you saw everything in red. Things were going down 15, 20, 25%, 30%. And that's what traditionally happens in the crypto markets, folks. Remember, this is a fickle market. This is a true unregulated market and a very reactionary market, to say the least. So once you start seeing things going into the red, this particular investment community in the cryptocurrency world reacts very quickly. It's a very reactionary type of an investment community. That's why a lot of these calls that I'm making is pretty easy for me to call, man. That's why if you're not at least follow me on Gab right now, you're losing money, all right? You are losing money right now, all right? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're going to get to crypto and stock news in here just one second. I want to go over what we're going to talk about today on today's broadcast. We're obviously going to talk about Donald Trump and his victorious tax cut that has been passed by the Congress and is going to be signed by the president. Folks, what have I told you? We needed this so that the Make America Great Again economy can flourish to its fullest capacity. I mean, take a look at what Donald Trump has done thus far, and that's just based on him purely willing this damn economic situation in America to about 3 going on 4% quarterly GDP, gross domestic product. I mean, during Obama's administration, we were down to what, 0.5% GDP growth, for Christ's sake? I mean, that's what you people don't understand. During the Obama administration, it was so bad out here that you had the banks considering what they were doing in some of those debt-ridden nations in Europe. And I'm talking about negative interest, okay? Charging interest rates in the negative. Now, what the hell does that mean? That means that if you put your money that you work for in the bank, that the bank was going to start charging you interest. Do you understand? Instead of giving you interest. That's how bad the Barack Obama economy was. I know many people don't remember that because Barack Obama sucked. And not to mention, many of you that don't remember that were probably not capitalists during that time anyway. You were probably collecting off the dole. But either way, the tax cuts are here. Now that we have this president that has willed, I mean, literally, he has personally willed the gross domestic product of the United States into a 3 going on 4% quarterly GDP growth. And now that this tax cut is coming in, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about all the goodies that are inside. It's going to make America, I'm telling you this right now, let me explain something. In 6 months, this is going to look like a completely different America. In 6 months, there's going to be so much prosperity and economic opportunity out here. People in America are going to be like, why didn't we have this during Obama's administration? Because he was a communist. He was a socialist. Obama hated America. And if you don't know that by now, well, then you're obviously drinking the liberal Kool-Aid. That's all I can tell you, all right? Anyway, folks, the Congress and the President are currently working on a budget extension. As you all know, folks, right now, we need to pass a budget for 2018. You know, we go through this situation all the time. Anyway, according to reports, there's going to be a 4-week budget extension while these people in Congress negotiate and debate amongst each other on whether or not they're going to have a budget, a full, flourished annual budget for the Congress in America. We have this thing all the time. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about DACA to be debated in 2018. DACA. Now, I'm telling you, man, I know there's a lot of you folks that are just tired of talking about this, but this is obviously, all right, this is obviously on the table, and I'm pretty sure a lot of folks on the Trump train are a little disappointed about this, that we're even debating this. You shouldn't even be up for debate, but once again, you can thank the liberals, you can thank Obama, and you can thank some of these lefties in the Republican Party as well, man. Bunch of rhino bastards. Anyway, I'm also going to talk about how the FBI Deputy Director, Andrew McCabe, was questioned for 8 hours yesterday in a closed session by the House Judiciary Committee. Bruce Burr, who's supposed to be the former Deputy AG, who got demoted because this man was found to have had ties to the Fusion GPS company, all right, because his wife worked for Fusion GPS. Anyway, Bruce Orr is going to be questioned by the House Judiciary tomorrow. And doesn't this pretty much, put Robert Mueller's special counsel as a political weapon for the Democrats at this point? How much more evidence do we need? We're going to talk about that. And, folks, we're going to talk about something that's major. We kind of skimmed through this last broadcast, but we're going to talk about this intently. This Politico story that came out suggesting that Obama allowed Hezbollah to run cocaine in the United States and use the funds that were raised during those cocaine operations in the United States to launder the money through car sales. Yeah, there was a story out of Politico that blows the cover off of Obama's, I don't know what it was. I mean, people call it ambitious in an attempt to try to get this Iranian nuclear deal signed, and that's why he purposely told people that were a part of this Operation Cassandra, who network mapped and surveyed all these Hezbollah networked criminal organization components in the United States. I'm talking about the cocaine drug runners. And according to reports, Obama told individuals and agents that were connected to this Operation Cassandra, which mapped out and identified and pretty much had everybody involved in this Hezbollah criminal network in the United States, had them down, knew who they were, knew what kind of nefarious garbage they were conducting, and yet Obama and his administration did everything to try to stop Operation Cassandra from nabbing Hezbollah criminal organizations, cocaine operations, and not to mention, we're going to talk about how Hezbollah, once they made these cocaine transactions, would launder the money in car sales. And the reason I find this very, very interesting, folks, is because y'all remember the Awan brothers? The Awan brothers, the congressional IT guys that Debbie Wasserman Schultz hired and tried to protect, etc. Well, the Awan brothers, who have been alleged to have been in and out of the House Democratic Caucus computers and may have been working as foreign agents for other countries, even though Wasserman Schultz and the Democrats use these guys as the House congressional IT guys for whatever reason. And apparently Awan brothers have connections to, terrorist organizations, obviously. Anyway, what we're going to discuss, folks, is the Awan brothers. They also had a car dealership right across the street from their job as congressional IT guys. And believe it or not, the car dealership in which they owned, and it's under a corporate entity, it's called CIA. CIA was the car dealership, and I think it's rather ironic if we find in the Politico story that Hezbollah ran cocaine and basically took the funds from the cocaine operations and funneled them through car sales. And the Awan brothers, who, were congressional IT guys, they were Debbie Wasserman Schultz's boys, and, they were, you know about these guys at this time. I mean, one of the Awan brothers tried to escape and flee the country, and he was stopped at the airport. All right, when they raided the Awan brothers' freaking home, they found hardware in which had in these pieces of hardware congressional files. So they were obtaining congressional files illegally, and according to reports, it looks a lot like government espionage. It looks a lot like these people were agents for a foreign government. And if you want my opinion, according to a report coming out of the Daily Caller, and you should go ahead and take a look at that particular article as well. I have gabbed both the articles in question. They're alluding to the fact that maybe the Awan brothers have something to do with the Obama-Hezbollah cocaine operations that Obama and his administration allowed Hezbollah to conduct in their pursuit of this Iranian nuclear deal, which everyone hated and made Iran stronger and America weaker. Now, you can't get any more anti-American than that. We're going to discuss that intensely. We're also going to talk about how the UN Security Council is going to vote. All right, the UN Security Council, United Nations, is going to vote to force Trump to rescind his recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. I mean, can you believe this? The United Nations Security Council is going to vote, all right, to force Trump to rescind his recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital.
Do you suffer from chronic CFED or can't focus energy drain? Try over-the-counter Vibrant. One tablet contains the same caffeine as a cup of coffee, but without the calories or coffee breath. Vibrant. Caffeine, not coffee. Taking Vibrant may result in increased productivity and decreased dread in setting alarms. Unexpected enjoyment of the graveyard shift has been associated with Vibrant. Vibrant may be a better budget option than drinking coffee. It may also decrease the urge to doze off, skip work, or exhibit signs of slacking. All jokes aside, always read the label, take only as directed, and limit caffeine as it may cause real side effects. Not for children under age 12.
I mean, since when does a freaking foreign organization like this wave its finger at an American president telling him to do or say something? I mean, this just goes to show you how the centralized government bureaucrats have just gone haywire and they're running amok and they need to be stopped. All right? And speaking of which, thank God there are countries standing up to these goddamn globalist edifices, these globalist bureaucracies. Have you heard about based Poland? In the third hour, we're going to talk about based Poland gives the middle finger to the EU, folks. And let me tell you, the EU has implemented Article 7, which is a severe reprimand to the Polish people. And what this means is that the EU could potentially strip the voting rights of Poland in the EU. Oh, isn't that great? I'm telling you, these globalists are great, aren't they? Oh, you don't do what we say, we're going to strip you of democratic rights. Hey, EU, assholes, this is a post-communist country in Poland, all right? I mean, how in the hell are you going to punish a country by implementing some communist garbage? Can somebody explain that one to me? Anyway, based Poland once again gives the middle finger to the EU. We're also going to talk a little bit about Saudi Arabia and the Iranian conflict. There has been more missiles that have been fired to the Saudi Arabian city of Riyadh, and it was, according to all reports, launched out of Yemen by the Houthi militias. Now, you folks remember I talked about last week that the president of Yemen, President Salah, had been assassinated because, I mean, let's be honest, I mean, he double, triple timed all kinds of groups. He befriended his once enemy group, the Houthis. The Houthis are the ones now in charge of most of Yemen. They are a militia that is, of course, funded by the Iranian government, much like Hezbollah. And they're giving the Houthis the technology to launch these missiles from Yemen into Saudi Arabia. And luckily, the United States have Patriot missiles that can intercept these missiles that are going into Riyadh. And Riyadh's been lucky that it hasn't taken a direct hit. And at some point, folks, there's going to be a direct hit, and something's going to happen. That's all I'm saying. And last but not least, folks, we're going to talk about Justin Trudeau. Oh, my God. Let me tell you something. What a cuckold connoisseur country Canada is, for Christ's sake. How in the hell you can have this corrupt, absolutely plastic, fake piece of trash as a prime minister to your country, and how you Canadians can sit on your thumbs while this man is destroying your country is beyond me. But the reason we're going to talk about Justin Trudeau, he violated ethics laws by visiting some multi-millionaire donor to the Liberal Party in Canada, some guy named Aga Khan. Now, we're going to talk about those ethics violations and how Trudeau just kind of brushed him off by saying, you know what, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it may look like a conflict of interest that some millionaire liberal donor just invited me on his island, and I'm just kicking back with him, and we're just being Canadians, eh? No special interest here. And by the way, I'm sorry. Stupid Canadian cucks out there, man. Can't believe you people are sitting on your thumbs while goddamn Justin Trudeau's taking a dirty diarrhea crap on your ice hole of a country. Anyway, that's what we're going to talk about here today, folks. So I hope that you stay with us for most of the 3 hours that we're going to be broadcasting here. But I know everybody's wondering. Let's hear the crypto news, Ghost. Let's hear the crypto news. Let's go ahead and talk about cryptocurrency. Now, folks, once again, if you were watching my gab, I called the contraction that was happening in the market yesterday. And if you would have listened to me, you would have probably entertained that, hey, there's going to be a contraction. I'm either going to hold steady or I'm going to make a move, and I'm going to move around my crypto into wherever's green so that you could potentially hedge off any kind of contraction and any type of loss of liquidity that you gained during this major rally in the altcoin market that happened over this last weekend. Now, with that being said, even though we did have a contraction, we did have things in the green. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about those right now since we're going to go ahead and we're going to discuss crypto. So I'm going to bounce around a little bit here, folks. I'm going to talk about some of these altcoins that were in the green during the contraction and why they were in the green during the contraction. First and foremost, Bitcoin Cash, folks. Bitcoin Cash had a hell of a run. Lest we forget, I had told you during the last broadcast that there was a current run on Bitcoin Cash. And at that time, it was around 1,500. Well, it mooned in the past couple of days during the contraction. And one of those factors was because Coinbase, one of the major exchanges in the United States that everybody goes to buy crypto and to purchase cryptocurrency, whatnot, Coinbase decided that it was going to put Bitcoin Cash as an option to purchase on its exchange. And anytime anything gets put on Coinbase, folks, it's going to go up the roof. So that's what happened. Now, the funny part about this Bitcoin Cash situation is that even though Bitcoin Cash got put on Coinbase, Coinbase found one of its own employees insider trading Bitcoin Cash and had to halt trading of BCH, Bitcoin Cash. They had to freeze trading because one of Coinbase's own employees was insider trading the son of a bitch, all right? Now, with that being said, folks, they halted and froze trading for a little bit. From what I understand, it is back on now. And I also want to emphasize something. If you take a look at Bitcoin Cash, if you take a look at Bitcoin Gold, these things were the ones that were kind of mooning during the contraction in the crypto markets. And I want to explain to you that there's a lot of whales that are coming from an exchange called BitHum. BitHum is a exchange out of Korea. From what I understand, does not really charge very high fees to trade on this particular exchange. And from what I understand, many of the big-time crypto millionaires purposely go on that exchange to trade. And if you take a look, well, maybe not right now, but if you take a look during the day, probably around 12 noon, 1 o'clock at this particular time, you'd see that the majority of that volume of running this goddamn price up is coming out of that damn exchange. All right? So, I mean, if you take a look at the BitHum exchange price right now, the current price on that exchange for Bitcoin Cash is $4,495. So I want everybody to be aware that when you see a run on something, make sure it's not coming from one specific exchange. You understand? Because that could potentially be a precursor to a very, very bad downfall from a very, very fast gain. That's just my opinion, folks. I'm just trying to spread seeds out here. Let's get to Bitcoin Cash. All right, the current market capitalization for Bitcoin Cash is $64 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 16.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash has gone up 17.18% in a 24-hour period. Folks, Bitcoin Cash's current price, $3,824.48 per Bitcoin Cash, baby. I mean, it's running. It's running hard, for Christ's sake, but I'm not saying anything about a long-term investment on any of these Bitcoins. You know as well as I don't know what these people are doing. There's too many hard forks, and I just don't see any kind of long-term investment potential in any of these, all right? If you're going to ride the waves and get some liquidity, by all means do so, but watch your positions, because remember, this is not the stock market. All right? It doesn't open at a certain time. It doesn't close at a certain time. This is cryptocurrency. It's money, and money never sleeps. So when you're asleep, in the other part of the world, they could be all selling off, and by the time you wake up with 20 or 30% less than what you went to sleep with. Do you understand? Anyway, let's get to regular Bitcoin, all right? We talked about Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH. Let's talk about regular Bitcoin. And I want to talk about Bitcoin, folks, because you can tell that people are taking their profits and they're spreading it across the altcoin market, to say the least. It went from almost $20,000 Bitcoin price. Now it is contracted to the $16,000 range. And let's be honest, the only reason that's happening, folks, is because people are taking profits. People are taking profits, and they're either spreading it across the altcoin market or they're putting some of those profits in their pocket. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, that's why you're seeing a contraction. I think that we may see another pickup in Bitcoin because there's too many things happening for Bitcoin right now for it not to go back up to 20,000, 25,000. And the reason I say this is not just because of the whole cryptocurrency hype that is sweeping across the investment community, and not just the investment community, but regular everyday people. But you've got Wall Street creating derivative financial instruments out of Bitcoin. We talked about how now on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, they are selling Bitcoin futures. Well, folks, the New York Stock Exchange announced that it is going to put out its own derivative of Bitcoin, and it's going to be an ETF, an exchange-traded fund, in correlation with Bitcoin, folks. And, of course, if you don't know what an exchange-traded fund is, It's much like if you invest in an ETF. You have to read the ETF prospectus, but some ETFs will rise with the gain of something or rise with the fall of something. So, for instance, in this case, the NYSE is probably going to put out 2 ETFs, in my opinion, maybe just one, but I think they're going to put out 2 of them. One ETF that profits when the increase of Bitcoin happens, and another one to profit whenever Bitcoin contracts. And that's how ETFs work. That's why whenever I discuss anything in the commodities market, whenever I'm doing the commodities rundown, I suggest to people who are listening to make a play on these commodities via ETFs, exchange-traded funds. And they act much like a mutual fund in which there is a small group of people that has basically taken a sum of money and trying to make it more by trading in the markets, and given the ETF some short so that if something falls in value, the ETF goes up in value, and some invest. So when something goes up in value, the ETF goes up in value, and it's traded much like a stock. So if you happen to be a day trader, you could definitely day trade ETFs for extra liquidity. So just in case y'all are wondering, that's why I'm suggesting that Bitcoin still has another run left in it, because you've got all these financial derivatives being built off Bitcoin. And let me tell you, Wall Street wants to sell those products. They want to sell those financial instruments. And I wouldn't be surprised if Wall Street itself starts buying up a bunch of Bitcoin just to bring the price up so they could sell those derivatives. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin, symbol BTC. The current market capitalization for Bitcoin is $280 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 16.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone down 2.07%. Folks, the current price for Bitcoin, symbol BTC, current price, $16,739.70 per Bitcoin. And once again, folks, even though we're seeing these high prices, even though I'm speculating that there's going to be another rise, another run in Bitcoin, probably going up to 25,000, maybe 28,000, 30,000, it depends on how the market reacts. But the reason it's going these high of prices is because, as I stated, Bitcoin is on the top of mind when you ask anybody about cryptocurrency. I mean, it's got a marketing prominence because the coin itself, I've said this 1,000 times, is nothing more than a currency. It's not integrated in any other kind of blockchain technology. There is no smart contract technology backing this up. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin is not the fastest transfer speed either. So right now, the reason people are buying it is because that's all they know. I mean, right now. That's all they know. It's at the top of mind when it comes to everyone who understands or even don't understand cryptocurrency. But I think that prominence, that name prominence, is wearing thin. If you take a look at Bitcoin's dominance of the market, it's falling every day. It used to be 65-70% of the cryptocurrency market. Now, folks, it's only 45.2% of the market. It's about to lose its dominance. And what have I been telling each and every one of you folks? That Bitcoin being the gold standard of crypto, those days are numbered, folks, all right? I mean, Bitcoin is not going to be the gold standard forever. The gold standard of crypto, that throne is up for grabs. And let me tell you, there's a bunch of altcoins, there's a bunch of coins out there that are trying to position themselves to be the new Bitcoin. And that, as an investor, is what you need to look for. Don't buy into this hype unless you're going to, gain some quick liquidity on some of these coins that are worth a pretty good chunk of change at this point. Because what you're trying to look for as an investor is the next Bitcoin, the next coin that's going to go into the 1,000 range, the next coin that you can buy at $2 or $3 and it rises to 50. Those are the coins that you want to look for as an investor. Now, what these idiots on Bloomberg and on CNBC don't understand is that the value in cryptocurrency is based on the technology of the blockchain. And that's why I keep telling each and every one of you, if you're going to do research on cryptocurrency to invest, make sure to read their white papers, make sure to visit their website, and try to understand the blockchain technology that they are trying to emphasize while utilizing the cryptocurrency component. And if they have a blockchain technology in which they are going to integrate their cryptocurrency component within, then that is a very good long-term investment. Now, once again, I hate to keep beating a dead horse and keep repeating things, but I understand that cryptocurrency is kind of complicated for people. So let me explain this one more again, all right? I've talked, look, Funfair is the easiest example. I'm not telling everybody to invest in it. I'm just using it as an example. That is symbol FUN. Now, this is a cryptocurrency that is created and has been created so it could be integrated with this smart contract casino-based technology. And I know that people are saying, what? What the hell is that, Ghost? What it means is that because of smart contract technology, which is integrated in Ethereum, which is integrated in Quantum, and a couple of other coins, smart contract technology can eliminate the concept of a casino house. Meaning that right now, under the current online casino model, you would have to go to an online casino that's ran by, I don't know, some Indian reservation or somebody owns the website and is the house. And let's be honest, for the most part, most online casino gaming is somewhat suspect in my opinion, given the fact that you can program all these goddamn virtual games to work in favor of the house. I mean, let's be honest. Well, Funfair is trying to eliminate the whole idea of having a house to play online casino gaming. And what it's going to use, it's going to utilize smart contract technology to eliminate the idea of having a house as it pertains to an online casino. So what the smart contract does, it acts as a virtual arbitrator in which it has no vested interest in making sure who wins or who loses. So with that being said, when Funfair finally develops this, they haven't developed this yet. They're in development of the smart contract-based casino. But when they do develop it, you can use Funfair cryptocurrency to play in their online smart contract-based casinos, which are smart contract-based, which is a true, genuine gambling chance because there is no house. The smart contract acts as the house, which is an independent artificial arbitrator. That's what's so good about smart contract technology when integrated with cryptocurrency. And what people don't understand is that at some point when these developers start developing these smart contracts, these third-party services like Uber and Grubhub, and I'm just using these as an example, but where there's third parties that bring two parties together for services rendered, like an Uber, the Uber brings the driver, brings the person that needs the ride together. You're no longer going to need Uber. You're no longer going to need a third-party arbitrator under smart contract technology. And that's why I'm telling you that Quantum, which is its own token, which integrates its smart contract technology within its own quantum ignition wallet, is another example of what I'm speaking of as it pertains to a cryptocurrency that expands its technological potential beyond a mere cryptocurrency component. Now, I know that's a mouthful. I know that what I just said there is probably, some people get it, some people don't. But that's the value in cryptocurrency, folks. That's the value. The ability to go beyond the idea of a cryptocurrency component and integrate it into other blockchain technologies that is developed by the team itself. Okay? So with that being said, I hope everybody understands that. So with that being said, let me continue going on and tell you why I don't believe Bitcoin is sustainable even at $16,000, $18,000, $20,000, $25,000. Folks, what people don't understand is there is, in my opinion, a direct correlation with a low circulation supply and a higher price in coin. The lower the circulation, the more scarce the coin, and the scarcity of the coin drives the price up by default. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at Dash, because that's a perfect example of what I'm discussing. Dash, D-A-S-H is the symbol. Now, I've always told you I like this coin. I told you that it is a place to go to during times of contractions. It is a safe coin. And why is it, folks? Because other than the fact that it has a very fast transaction speed, there is nothing else to Dash. It's just a cryptocurrency. It has no smart contract technology backing it up. There is no other blockchains that integrate this cryptocurrency with its technology. Nothing like that. But because there's a low circulation on Dash, it's a secure coin. It's a coin to go to during times of crisis. Specifically yesterday, if you saw the crypto market yesterday, it was all red, and most coins were going down 15, 20, 25%. And that means many of you probably lost a lot of your liquidity that you made during the altcoin rally this past weekend. But let's take a look at Dash, and I'm going to tell you, it took off during this cryptocurrency contraction, because what have I said? I said that people go to Dash for safety whenever there's contractions in the market. And why do I like Dash, folks? Because Dash is low circulation. Let's take a look right now. Dash, symbol D-A-S-H. The current market capitalization for Dash is $11.8 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply, get this, current circulating supply, 7.7 million in circulation. Very low circulating supply. In the past 24 hours, folks, Dash has gone up 26.93%. Good God! Folks, the current price to Dash is $1,531.89. What did I tell you? Folks, 3 weeks ago, this damn coin was $300, okay? And I told you that I could see this coin $1,000 by the end of the year. Folks, it's $1,500 already. We were pushing $1,600 earlier today, but of course people were taking profits and spreading those profits into other altcoins. That's what happens. But $1,600 we reached at one point here on Dash. And I'm telling you, I told you it was a good coin, didn't I? Go back in the archive if you don't believe me. I've been talking about this coin. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. I told you. $1,531.89 for Dash. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to Ethereum. Now, I know I said I was going to stop covering this coin, folks, but for whatever reason, you've got a lot of buyers pumping up this coin. It's approaching $1,000 a coin. It's approaching $1,000 a coin, for Christ's sake. So I've got to cover it. Ethereum, symbol ETH. The current market capitalization for Ethereum is $79 billion market capitalization. Now, this is what doesn't make any kind of sense, folks. Ethereum's circulating supply is 96 million in circulation. 96 million. Just keep that in mind, okay? In the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up 3.69%. The current price for Ethereum, folks, symbol ETH, the current price, $821.45 per Ethereum. I mean, good God! And, folks, this is another one that's not going to sustain this for the long term, in my opinion. Because, folks, first of all, I get it. Ethereum, it has a smart contract component to its cryptocurrency. But one thing I don't understand is I have yet to see a very successful smart contract out of Ethereum. Has anyone seen one besides CryptoKitty? Huh? Has anyone seen any? I haven't. I sure as hell haven't. And moreover, folks, 96 million in circulation. I mean, how is this going to continue to be viable? How is this going to be sustainable? It isn't. I mean, moreover, folks, there is no total supply. There is no end supply for Ethereum. This damn thing is going to keep producing more and more coins. It's going to keep mining more and more coins forever. There is no end total supply to Ethereum, man, and it's already at 96 million in circulation. And moreover, folks, Ethereum is also about to move in, I think, in the next year from a proof of work, which means you have to mine Ethereum with a piece of hardware, to a proof of stake, meaning that, you know, for every, I believe it's 32 to 36 Ethereum that you own, you get more Ethereum for holding your Ethereum. So it's a proof of stake situation that's about to transition here in the next year. And when the hell is it going to end, man? I mean, how high of circulation is Ethereum going to go? And if it's going to go over 100 million, do you mean to tell me that it's going to continue to be 800 or 1,000 a coin if you continue to print it out like a goddamn corrupt Federal Reserve? No! So that's why I'm saying, folks, this is not sustainable for Ethereum, folks. All right, symbol ETH, 96 million at $821. Give me a break. But hey, take it while you can, baby. Take it while you can. That's all I'm saying. Get the liquidity, take it, and move it into something more long term. All right, that's all I'm talking about here. All right, let's move. Let's talk about Litecoin, symbol LTC. Current market capitalization for Litecoin is $17 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Litecoin is 54 million in circulation. It has gone down somewhat because, man, there has been a major run on Litecoin for the past week. All right, the past week, it's gone down somewhat in the past 24 hours, 3.38% decrease for Litecoin. The current price for Litecoin, symbol LTC, $320.33 per Litecoin. I mean, good God. Remember, 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I told everybody that once Litecoin goes over the $84 mark, remember Litecoin was at about 60, 70 bucks at that time? I told everybody once that $84 mark is peaked, there are no more bag holders and the sky is the limit. All right? All right, the sky's the limit, baby. And that's exactly what happened to Litecoin. All right, let's continue going. Let's talk about Bitcoin Gold. And the reason I'm talking about Bitcoin Gold is because we're having a run on it. We're having a run on Bitcoin Gold as well, folks. Let's take a look at it. Symbol BTG. Current market capitalization for Bitcoin Gold is $7.3 billion market cap. The current circulating supply for Bitcoin Gold is 16.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Gold has gone up 20.26%. Current price for Bitcoin Gold, symbol BTG, $441.36 per Bitcoin Gold. Once again, I'm not a buyer on any of these, but if you're going to ride the liquidity, or if you're going to ride the wave, get some liquidity, by all means do so, but not a good long term, in my opinion. Anyway, folks, people were asking me, Ghost, when is Monero? When is Zcash going to pop? I told you they were the next to pop, folks, and that's exactly what happened. If you take a look at Monero, and look, I don't even like covering this coin because I suspect that this coin was created by some stupid loser brony. But you got to follow the money, man. You got to follow the money, and you got to make the money. All right, Monero, symbol XMR. XMR is the symbol. Current market capitalization for Monero is $7.1 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 15.5 million in circulation, so somewhat of a low circulated coin, to say the least. In the past 24 hours, Monero has gone up 26.75% increase in a 24-hour period. The current price for Monero, symbol XMR, current price, $459.03 per Monero. And lest we forget, when I came back at episode 501, which was about, last month? Right? Last month sometime? When I came back, folks, Monero was at $90. And I kept telling people, hey, look, I don't want to cover this coin, but I know it's going to run. It has good runs. take a look at it. I hope you sincerely did, all right? Let's go ahead and take a look at EOS. It continues to run. It continues to go on and on and on and on and on. When it will stop, no one knows. EOS, symbol EOS, current market capitalization is $6.7 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 551 million in circulation. It's pretty large circulation for it to continue to go up. In the past 24 hours, EOS has gone up 5.40%. The current price for EOS, folks, $12.28. Once again, folks, last month EOS was 50 cents, okay? Was a 50-cent coin. Just saying. Now, let's get to my favorite, folks, which yours truly has a considerable amount of invested in. And I'm going to be honest with you. I bought in a good chunk of Quantum when it had the big, huge dip, and it was at around $7.80. That's when I dipped in and took a humongous chunk for myself, folks. And that's why I kept advocating everybody who's listening to me, if you want to take a look at the next cryptocurrency that could be the next Bitcoin, Quantum is a very, very good potential of that throne right there. I mean, you need to take a look at the technology. It's unbelievable. These guys are serious business. And aside from that, what did I tell you about once again, Bitcoin is going to have another hard fork.
Do you suffer from chronic CFED or can't focus energy drain? Try over-the-counter Vibrant. One tablet contains the same caffeine as a cup of coffee, but without the calories or coffee breath. Vibrant. Caffeine, not coffee. Taking Vibrant may result in a lack of drowsiness, improved productivity, and better cash flow from decreased coffee spending. Unexpected job promotions have been associated with Vibrant. Vibrant may decrease the urge to zone out, doze off, or exhibit signs of slacking. All jokes aside, always read the label, take only as directed, and limit caffeine as it may cause real side effects. Not for children under age 12.
But what's different is that it's going to have a fork, but it's going to incorporate Quantum in that hard fork. Now, why would Bitcoin and the Bitcoin group want Quantum to be involved with the hard fork? And I've told you about this already. As a matter of fact, I tried to tell you guys about this when Quantum was just at $12. Remember I told you? Go back in the archive if you don't believe me. I tried to tell you, symbol QTUM, I tried to tell you that Bitcoin United was going to hard fork off of Bitcoin, and they were incorporating Quantum in this hard fork. So for every one Bitcoin you own, you will receive one Bitcoin United. For every 100 Quantum you own, you will get one Bitcoin United. And me and the Inner Circle, once again, we analyzed this for a good 10 hours. And we realized that not only is Quantum going to bump because of the news that was going to come out, it recently signed with China's biggest telecom, so it's going to be integrated with the phones in China. There's a lot of things rising this particular cryptocurrency upward. But in my opinion, folks, what's really going to make it pop is when the hard fork happens with Bitcoin United. If you take a look at the price of Bitcoin right now, it's at around $17K. $17K. So for every one Bitcoin, you're getting one Bitcoin United. But if you have 100 Quantum, you're going to get one Bitcoin United. That ratio, folks, puts the price of Quantum at about $120 to $160 a coin. And when will that happen, folks? Well, the hard fork's expected to happen January 2nd. So that's why we're seeing this huge run-up right now. Folks, if you have not seen how much Quantum has gone up, good God. All right, good God. Remember, last Monday it was $12. Last Monday it was $12, and I tried to tell you about the hard fork, and I tried to tell you our analysis, the Inner Circle's analysis, what's going on to Pudge, our analysis of this coin, and we're expecting it to hit at least 120 by January 2nd. So I am still a buy on Quantum if you want my personal opinion. I mean, Quantum has still got a whole bunch to grow, and you know, given the fact that if you want my opinion, this has got a more stable token, This has got a more, because it's its own token. It created its own token, and it's got a better, stable, smart contract technology integrated within the coin. With that being said, I think Quantum could easily overtake Ethereum as second in command of the crypto markets. And let me tell you something right now. I personally believe that it could supersede the authority of Bitcoin. I really like Quantum, and I hope that you folks listen to me. I know a lot of you folks did. I'm still a buyer at these rates. All right, I could see Quantum. I mean, look at Ethereum. Ethereum is at $821, and it's 96 million in circulation. All right, Quantum right now. Let's take a look at it. The current market capitalization, symbol QTUM. Current market capitalization is $4.8 billion market cap. All right. The current circulating supply is 73 million in circulation. The total end supply is a little over 100 million. So there is an end supply to Quantum. Now, with that being said, this is a proof of stake coin. So what you want to do is when you buy your Quantum, you want to hold it in your Quantum Core Ignition wallet, meaning you want to download the wallet from the Quantum website, and you want to put all your Quantum coins in that Quantum wallet and leave the wallet on. If you're one of these people that leaves your computer on all the time, this is perfect for you. Leave the wallet on, and when you leave the wallet on, what's going to happen is you are going to help mine or basically fulfill the transactions on the Quantum network by leaving your wallet on, and because you have coins in your wallet, you will be earning a proof of stake, or you can call it a de facto dividend for holding Quantum in your Quantum wallet. So as days go by, you're going to see your Quantum wallet increase in the amount available of Quantum because you are holding Quantum in your wallet, you're leaving your wallet on, and you're helping the blockchain fulfill transactions within the Quantum network. All right? So that's why I'm saying, folks, everybody right now needs to realize what's about to happen with Quantum. By January 2nd, this damn thing should be over $100 plus. It's on the trajectory to do that now. I think it's still plenty of time. $66 is way undervalued for this coin, in my opinion, and I'm holding steady. As a matter of fact, the Inner Circle and myself are buying more. We're buying more of this. This is a coin. We had our eyes on the radar of this coin. And let me tell you, we were patient on this coin. We had to wait for the market to react. We have been holding steady on this coin, the Inner Circle and myself, for at least almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. And I think I told you a story about somebody in the Inner Circle who invested $12,000 into Quantum. And 2 days before Quantum blew up, he got impatient for waiting. And he sold off all 12,000 of that Quantum and decided to invest in Bitcoin Diamond. Okay? Now, once Quantum blew up and started taking off, this poor bastard decided to just drop out of the Inner Circle, leave the chat room. He is completely upset. I wouldn't be surprised if he turns leftist after that. I'm not joking, man. The Inner Circle and myself were calculating how much this poor man lost by making that decision to sell off the Quantum 2 days before Quantum took off. This poor bastard lost $115,000. $115,000 to $120,000 he lost by being too impatient and selling off Quantum when I had directed the whole Inner Circle that this was a long-term investment. And that's what happened. You know, that's what happened right there. You have to be patient for these long-term investments. What have I said to you? Long-term investment reigns supreme. Always remember that, folks. Just imagine the people who held on to Bitcoin when Bitcoin wasn't doing dick for the past 4 or 5 years. I mean, you know that, right? I mean, Bitcoin wasn't doing nothing for the past 4 or 5 years. Just imagine all these people that were mining it, that were hoarding it, that were keeping it. Now that Bitcoin's at goddamn $17,000, that's another example of why I say, man, that long-term investment reigns supreme. And for the guy who sold off the 12,000 Quantum, come back to the Inner Circle, man. All right, come on, man. All right, I mean, yeah, it was a bad call, but we all do them. All right, everything's all good. All right, don't ever get emotional about money because money will never get emotional for you. All right, always remember that, folks. Anyway, let me continue going, folks, because I know I'm going a little off keister and running a little over here, but all this needs explaining. I mean, if you're going to get into the cryptocurrency market, you need to know why you're getting into it. You need to know why you're investing in it. You know, you can't just say, hey, look, I'm going to just buy this coin because it looks nice. It's got a funny name. No. You have to understand the technology. The technology is what gives it the value. That's what these morons out there in Wall Street don't understand about cryptocurrency. They don't understand that the technology is what gives it its value. Not to mention the circulation and a bunch of other stuff, but for the most part, it's technology. Let's get to quantum, symbol QTUM. Current circulating supply is 73 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, quantum has gone up 5.56%. Current price for quantum, symbol QTUM, $66.42. Let me tell you something, folks. I bought in on this son of a bitch at $7.80 during a downfall. Been holding on it for 2 months. And by God, when I looked at my goddamn portfolio, all I got to say is, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Anyway, and it's still not too late, folks. It's still not too late for quantum. I personally believe we could see 120 by the second, because if you take a look, all right, just do the math. This is ratio-based math. If it's 1 Bitcoin to get 1 Bitcoin United, and it's 100 quantum to get 1 Bitcoin United, that puts the goddamn price of quantum at 120 to 160 by January 2nd. So I'm just saying. Anyway, let's continue going, folks. All right, we got a lot of things to talk about still. Let's talk about Zcash. What have I told you all about Zcash, man? All right, Zcash, symbol ZEC. I told you that this damn coin is going to be $1,000 a coin here in the next month or two, and the trajectory is looking like it's going that direction. Let's go ahead and take a look at Zcash. There's a lot of things that make this particular coin very attractive. It's got a nice privacy component integrated in it. It's a lot more private than Bitcoin, that's for sure. Low circulation is something that makes this very attractive, and not to mention, you've got J.P. Morgan investing in Zcash, folks. You can look that up. Let's take a look at it. ZEC is the symbol. Current market cap, 1.9 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply, check this out, 2.8 million. 2.8 million in circulation for Zcash. In the past 24 hours, Zcash has gone up 11.97% increase in a 24-hour period. Folks, the current price for Zcash, symbol ZEC, $662.61 per Zcash. I could definitely see this at $1,000 a coin in a month. Maybe 2, but I think in a month. I mean, good God, it's a good coin, low circulation. It may be the new place to go in times of contraction because of the low circulation, and not to mention Dash has gone up $1,500, over $1,500 a coin. I'm not too sure if Dash is going to continue to be the place to go to hedge against contractions. It may be Zcash, and the reason I'm suggesting this is because Zcash, as well as Dash, as well as the Bitcoin Cash and gold, these were the only things that were in the green besides a bunch of shit coins that I wouldn't advise anybody to invest in during the contraction yesterday. So take a look at Zcash. Keep an eye on Zcash. I am personally investing in Zcash as part of my portfolio. I like it. I think that it's got plenty of room to grow. If we've got Dash at over $1,600 and it's got 7.7 million in circulation, Zcash has only got 2.8 million in circulation, and it's at 662. And Zcash has more on its blockchain technology than Dash. So you got to look at these indicators and know that Zcash is going to go up over $1,000. The technology's worth it. Anyway, let's continue going, folks. All right, I want to talk a little bit about Augur. Remember I talked about Augur when it was about $26, folks? Now, I wish I owned more of this. I only owned a very small portion of it, and I'm kicking myself because I really, you get greedy, But Augur blew the hell up this past contraction. This is another cryptocurrency that blew up. Now, I'm not too sure about the technology. It's much like Gnosis, symbol GNO. It's a predictor type of blockchain. But what I think is giving Augur the value is the low circulation. Once again, we talk about low circulation, folks. Let's take a look at Augur, symbol REP. Now, remember, folks, I covered this twice about 3 weeks ago when Augur was at about $26. Folks, it blew the hell up. Current market capitalization for Augur, symbol REP, $1 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 11 mil, a flat 11 million, and it's already all mined, folks. It's already all mined. So that's why I'm saying, we have to take a look at this particular coin. I think it, even though it pushed up a considerable portion during the contraction, at 11 million and a low circulation, this coin could easily be, $200, $300? Easy, just based on the low circulation factor. Anyway, Augur has got 11 million, and that's it. It's not going to produce any more. It's already all circulated, 11 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Augur's gone up 3%. But, folks, have you taken a look at the price? Augur, current price, symbol REP, current price, $93.62 per Augur. Can you believe this damn thing was $26 3 weeks ago? That's why I say, folks, any coin that I cover on this broadcast, you better know it's money, all right? You've got to know it's pure money at this point, baby, all right? Good God. Good God. Anyway, folks, we're already, we're running out of time here. We are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost, and once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, folks. Follow me on Gab. All right, you can follow me on that social media site under the name Politics Ghost. All right, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. And I am verified on there, folks. I am verified. Anyway, and by the way, go ahead and spread this link all over the social media Silicon Valley oligarch sites. I'm talking about Poshole Twitter. I'm talking about Zuckerberg's Facebook and Instagram. I'm talking about all of them. Spread this link around, for Christ's sake, man. It's just a freaking click. Anyway, I'm going to get a couple of more cryptocurrencies. I'm going to cover a couple more, and we're moving on to the stocks, okay? Let's go to Gnosis, since we were talking about Gnosis, symbol GNO. Folks, 3 weeks ago, I was telling everybody that GNO was at a bottom at $59. And the reason I suggested this is because you had a lot of bag holders. You still have a lot of bag holders, up to about 350, 380. This is a very low circulated coin. It's already been all mined. It's somewhat similar to Augur, folks. It's a kind of a market predictor type of a blockchain. But because you have a lot of bag holders here, you know that it's going to go back up to 300-400 plus. Let's go ahead and get to GNO. Remember, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I called the bottom on this one. I said it was a bottom at $59. Let's take a look at how much it is today. Let's take a look at it. GNO is the symbol. Current market capitalization is $238 million market cap. The current circulating supply is this, folks. This is why this coin is a little expensive. 1.1 million in circulation. 1.1 million in circulation. Now, eventually, the total supply will be 10 million, but for the current time being, 1.1 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Genosis has gone up 12.97%. The current price for Genosis, $216.03. Oh, my God. What did I tell you? Any crypto I cover on this broadcast is money. Man, you should see the inner circle, man. I'm not even joking. I mean, I'm proud of the inner circle, man. There's guys in there with like hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto, man. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. Cheers to the inner circle. I'm telling you, especially after all the hard work we have done as a group. Cheers to you guys, and I'm glad most of you guys are worth hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands. Cheers, baby. I'm telling you, that's what I do. I'm making money. That's what I do. Let's go ahead and take a couple of more of these crypto. I did talk about a very, very inexpensive coin by the name of Civic. All right, that's CVC, folks, for you folks that are wondering. When I was talking about Civic, it was at about 30 cents a coin. Let's take a look at it right now. Current market capitalization for Civic is $220 million in circulation, or excuse me, $220 million market cap. In circulation, there is $342 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, folks, Civic has gone up 17.18%. The current price for Civic, symbol CVC, CVC is the symbol, 64 cents. I'm telling you, man, it's all money. I'm going to give you one more, okay? OX, that's 0x. All right, symbol ZRX. I covered this one as well. This was also another 30-cent cryptocurrency. ZRX is the symbol. Current market cap is $287 million market cap. The current circulating supply is 500 million in circulation, and it's all mined. It's already all pre-mined. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up 10.02%. The current price for 0x, symbol ZRX, 57 cents. Now, I would take a serious look at 0x as I wouldn't say long-term investment, but something to hold for the next 6 months to a year. Because this is a technology that is trying to create an exchange. It's trying to create an exchange in which there is no fees. It's a decentralized exchange that they're trying to create that will be feeless. There will be no fees on. So that's why I'm telling everybody 0x looks like a nice coin for the long term if they can accomplish what they're claiming that they're going to accomplish, okay? Anyway, last but not least, okay? Last but not least, I want to say on my coin and the Inner Circle's coin, we are the official spokespeople of this coin. I'm talking about 42 coin, folks. 42 coin. Now, this is a long-term investment, folks, because the Inner Circle and myself are trying to acquire as much of it as we possibly can. And moreover, there's only 42 coins mined, folks. I mean, you can't get any more scarcity than only 42 coins mined. All right, that's it. There's only 42 coins mined. Now, why would you invest in this? I'll repeat it one more again, okay? First of all, it's a long-term investment. In 2018, 42 coin will be over $1 million a coin. Mark my words. Mark my words. So it's a great long-term investment, folks. And let me tell you, y'all listen to me on Quantum. If y'all listen to me on some of these other plays, listen to me on 40 goddamn 2 coin, man. It is a long-term investment, and I'm telling you, one day you're going to look into your goddamn cryptocurrency portfolio, and if you're holding anything in 42 coin, you're going to be like, what? What? $1 million a coin, folks. Mark my words. All right, mark my words. All right, current market capitalization for 42 coin, symbol 42. Current market capitalization is $2.4 million market capitalization, all right? And as I stated, folks, I strongly urge each and every one of you to entertain this as a long-term investment. All right? Get it and hold it. Okay? So that's the first reason to invest. A second reason to invest, it's a hedge against downturns in the cryptocurrency market. It is a hedge against the downturns in the cryptocurrency market. So let's just say over the weekend and going into yesterday's contraction, you had some major profits in liquidity. And you want to save those profits, move it right into 42 coin. So you can save a good portion of the liquidity that you gained in profit during the rallies. And by the way, if you need to know a place where to buy 42 coin, here you go. Take a look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. That's where you can buy 42 coin, folks. All right, and you don't have to buy a whole coin. All right, you can buy, fractions or small portions of a coin. I'm just telling you, you guys have to invest in this for the long term or to hedge against goddamn any kind of contraction. Or the third reason to invest in this is a pattern or swing trading play. Pattern or swing trading play. Take a look at the swings on 42 coin. I mean, yesterday it went as high as 90,000, it went down to 80,000, down to 60,000, down to 50,000, up to 59,000, back up to 65,000, down to 60,000. That is a lot of jumping, and there is a lot of liquidity to be made in that type of volatility. Do you understand? So I'm telling you this right now, folks, this coin and the scarcity of it is really going to make this son of a bitch go up $1 million plus a coin. I'm not joking, all right? So once again, I sincerely hope that you folks entertain this as a long-term investment because I'm telling you, you will be thanking me next year. You think that you made money in quantum listening to yours truly? You ain't seen nothing. Put it in 42 coin and wait till next year, and you're going to be like, oh, my God, I'm rich! Goddamn right. Anyway, current price for 42 coin, $55,895.40 per 42 coin, folks. Just wait, 2018 is the year, folks. You're going to see this damn coin go up to $1 million plus a coin. I'm not even joking. Anyway, let me run down the stocks and commodities here, and then we'll go ahead and move on to other parts of the broadcast. Now, folks, if you were taking a look at the stock market, it fell pretty flat today, to say the least, even though we had the tax cuts signed into play here. And I think that there was just a little bit of melancholy, to say the least, in the markets. I think that you had a lot of the anticipation of the tax cuts being signed kind of factored into the market at this point. And not to mention, I think these people on Wall Street want to read what's in the tax cut before they start going wild and start investing and creating a Dow Jones Industrial 25,000 or something. So let's go ahead and get to the Dow Jones Industrials today. Current change, it was down. It was down today in the Dow Jones Industrials, 28.10 points, a percentage decrease of 0.11%. Closing out the Dow at 24,726.65 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. The S&P 500 was also down slightly, 2.22 points, a percentage decrease of 0.08%. Closing out the S&P at 2,679.25 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. It's also down 2.89 points. A percentage decrease of 0.04%, closing out the NASDAQ at 6,960.96 points for the NASDAQ composite. Now, once again, folks, I want to reiterate that I am bullish on the stock market for the next 4 quarters, and that's because, first and foremost, we're in the Trump economy, and Trump is our president. Secondly, these tax cuts are going to be seen whenever these damn corporations start showing their profits on a quarterly basis. I mean, bringing the tax down from almost 40% to 21%, you know a lot of these corporations are going to have better than expected earnings for 4 quarters next goddamn fiscal year 2018. You know it! So that's why I'm saying right now, folks, if you want to entertain some moves in the stock market, once again, I have told each and every one of you, entertain high-yield dividend stocks. High-yield dividend blue-chip stocks. Pretty much anything in the Dow Jones Industrial that pays out a dividend, all right? And value invest. Value invest that son of a bitch. Because once again, folks, let's say you have a job, and let's say you save $200 a month, and you put it in your traditional savings. Don't do that. Right now, what you should be doing is investing in high-yield, blue-chip, Dow Jones Industrial stocks, all right? And what I mean high-yield dividend, you want a stock that not only goes up in value if the value of the stock goes up, but you want that stock to pay you for holding the stock. You understand? And that's what a dividend is, all right? It pays you every quarter for every stock you own of that company. So on top of you gaining value with the rise of the stock, you also get paid by the stock every damn quarter for every stock you own. So that's why I'm strongly advising everybody, value invest is what you call that. When you take $200 a month and instead of putting it in your goddamn savings account, you put it in a stock that has high yield, and some months when you put in the $200, it'll be lower, some months it'll be higher, but either way, it'll cancel each other out because what you're after is the long-term investment and the high yield dividend. And folks, lest we forget, let's say you're a good boy, all right? Let's say you're a good boy and you save $200 every goddamn month for, 5 years, okay? So let's go ahead and do the math. 200 times 12, that's $2,400 a year. You times that by 5, that's $12,000 that you saved in a value investing capacity into a stock. Now, lest we forget, since you're going into a bullish market because of the tax cuts, that $12,000 could possibly be $20,000 by that time, maybe $30,000. Not to mention, you're probably getting paid dividends on a quarterly basis. So there's a lot of things that you have to factor in there, but at the same time, folks, that $12,000 that you invested that's probably worth $30 or $40 in stock value, you can use that as collateral so that you can get a loan from the bank. So if you want to get a loan for a nice home, you want to get a loan for a car, you want to get a loan for a business, folks, banks will be more than happy to utilize your blue chip high yield dividend stocks as collateral if you want to take a loan out from the bank. And you see, that's what you want to do. You want to be worth something. You want to have net worth.
Do you suffer from chronic CFED or can't focus energy drain? Try over-the-counter Vibrant. One tablet contains the same caffeine as a cup of coffee, but without the calories or coffee breath. Vibrant. Caffeine, not coffee. Taking Vibrant may result in a lack of drowsiness, improved productivity, and better cash flow from decreased coffee spending. Unexpected job promotions have been associated with Vibrant. Vibrant may decrease the urge to zone out, doze off, or exhibit signs of slacking. All jokes aside, always read the label, take only as directed, and limit caffeine as it may cause real side effects. Not for children under age 12.
Net worth. That's why when you have a portfolio, you're worth something. Anyway, let's get to commodities before I get too long-winded here. Let's get to energy. All right, WTI sweet crude, a little bit down today, 5 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.09%. Closing out WTI at $58.04 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also down today, 9 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.14%. Closing out Brent crude at $64.47 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline is up slightly, 0.08%. We've got natural gas up 0.87%, and we've got heating oil down 0.05%. Let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Now, somebody was asking me if metals were undervalued. I don't think so at this point in time, and let me explain why. The reason that metals were worth so much in the past was because the Federal Reserve just kept printing out money. They just kept printing it out. without any kind of interest rate hikes, because whenever the Federal Reserve raises interest rates, folks, they're trying to recall some of that money back that they printed out. That's why they raise interest rates. That's why when you see raising interest rates, especially if they're up like 2 or 3 points, if the Federal Reserve comes out and says, oh, we're going to raise interest rates 2 or 3 points, you're going to see stocks go down. You're going to see precious metals go down. Why? Because when you recall outstanding currency back into the Federal Reserve, you're increasing the value of the dollar because there's less dollars circulating in the goddamn world. And you see, we already have had gradual interest rate increases this year. I think Janet Yellen raised it about, 2 or 3 times this year at 0.25%. So just based on that, we're seeing an increase in the value of the dollar. And it depends on what the next Federal Reserve does, whether or not they're going to raise interest rates. Because the more interest rates are raised, the more value the dollar has. And if the more value the dollar has, then the less gold and silver is going to be, the less commodities are going to be, the less stocks are going to be, because the value of the dollar is pretty high. So that's why I personally believe that, I don't think gold and silver are undervalued right now. They're always a safe haven, and I always tell people that they're good to have as a part of your portfolio because you never know what's going to happen. But at this point in time, I mean, y'all remember the time when you had people just opening up shop that would buy your gold? Remember that? Hey, come on over. We'll buy your gold from you. Come on, Aaron, we'll buy your gold. You don't see that anymore, all right? But, yeah, it is not undervalued. The Federal Reserve is going to continue raising interest rates. As a matter of fact, this last interest rate that Janet Yellen raised at 0.25%, the Federal Reserve announced it's going to have, 3 or 4 interest rates in fiscal year 2018. And as those interest rates continue to rise, that's what's going to continue to, bring commodities down, bring the price of everything down. And the only thing that's going to keep the price of the stock market up is the earnings. Whenever the stock or the investment community in the stock market hears better than expected earnings, they clamor over that stock like a goddamn fly to crap. Like a fly to crap. Anyway, let's get to gold. Let's get to the metals. All right, the metals. Let's get to the metals. Gold is up $1.40, a percentage increase of 0.11%, closing out gold at $1,271 even. We got silver unchanged today. Unchanged. Its current price is $16.27. We've got platinum up 0.14% and copper down 0.08%. Let's get to agriculture, shall we? Let's get to the grains. Corn is up 0.07%. Wheat is up 0.18%. Oats is down 0.41%. Rough rice is up 0.96%. Soybean is up 0.09%. Soybean oil is down 0.12%. And canola is down 0.26%. Let's get to the softs. Cocoa, the base for chocolate, is up 0.99% increase. Coffee, hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Listen, let's have my coffee, dude, Shut up! And I'd like to take this time to remind everybody to boycott Starbucks. Boycott Starbucks. I'm just saying, all right? Anyway, coffee is up 1.15% increase. Sugar is up 1.11%. Orange juice is down 1.21%. Cotton is up 0.91%. Lumber is down 0.05%. Rubber is down 0.34%. And ethanol is up 1.08%. Let's get to the livestock. Live cattle is down 1.25%. You know what? You couldn't tell, based upon the holiday pricing, that these grocery stores have for beef nowadays, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I'm sitting over here, I want to buy a badass rib roast, prime rib, and they want to charge me $120 for a goddamn prime rib? Good God. Not to say I didn't pay it, But I know after Christmas that same $120 prime rib is going to cost like $40. You know, I mean, beef tenderloins that usually cost like, I don't know, $25 a pound are going to be marked down to about $11.90 or something. It happens every goddamn year, and it makes me sick. I'm just saying, all right? Anyway, live cattle is down 1.25%. You couldn't tell. Cattle feeder is also down 2.48%. And lean hog, and once again, I want to remind everybody, okay, we need to start making America great again, and I'm tired of seeing fat, gigantuan, disgusting Snorlaxes waddling their fat asses around this goddamn America. And you know what's sad about it? Have you noticed, because Obama and his just free giveaway of food stamps and crap, I mean, the freaking most gigantuan, you know, the most fat, obese with cellulite dripping off their neck and ears, and they've got roll rashes and all that crap. They're poor. Poor people got fat in Obama. So I am trying to call out everybody. We're going to bring back the ham bone movement. And what I'd like for each and every one of you all to do, when you see a fat, gigantuan, I'm not talking about somebody who's a little girthy. We're in America. You deserve to have a little girth, for Christ's sake. But if you're a fat, gigantuan piece of crap, and what have I always said, folks? If you can't see your penis, you got diabetes. You understand? If you can't see your penis or you can't see your poonanny, you got diabetes, all right? And I'm saying what you should do to everybody who's a fat, jelly-ass piece of garbage is you don't have to make fun of them. You don't have to, you know, talk bad about them. All you've got to do when you pass by them in the damn grocery store, when you pass by them at the department store, just say, ham bone. Just like that. Just like that. At some point, these fat asses are going to be like, are they talking about me? Am I the ham bone? Ham bone. Fat, greasy ass, smelly, stinky, rolls, rash, ham bone. All right? Tell them that. You don't have to bash them. Just say, ham bone, and they'll get it. Maybe they'll put the freaking fork down. Maybe they'll get on a damn treadmill, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, that is the markets for your ass, all right, folks? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even say the damn price or the damn... put it back up on the screen, engineer. You took it off. I forgot to tell the decrease or increase in lean hog. It was actually up. Put it back, engineer. God damn it! Sorry, folks. It is up 2.20% increase for lean hogs, and that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. All right? Yes, I'm telling you, I'm loving this Trump America. I am loving Donald Trump's America. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to some Gab shout-outs. And for all you folks that want a Gab shout-out, all you've got to do is like the post on my Gab that states, True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. If you repost that post, I will give you a shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. All you got to do is like. You have to like the post that states True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. Hey, engineer, do we got any Gab shout-outs to be had out here? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some damn Gab shout-outs right now. Anyway, what's going on to Fish Sticks? What's going on, Fish? Who else do we got here? Don't talk to me unless I have my crypto, dude. Oh, shut up. Using crypto to buy anime? I doubt it. I doubt you're even in crypto. I'm sure you're just some autist trying to get a rise out of me because, that's, the basis of your pathetically anal life. What's going on to Supa? Who else do we got here? We got Ghost Put the Fork Down. Are you kidding me? I'm not a fat ass, all right? I mean, you idiots don't understand. I'm not some fat, jelly-ass, gigantuan person, for Christ's sake. I'm going to be honest with you. If y'all ever saw me, y'all better put your wives away because I guarantee you that they'd be creaming out of their pantyhose like they ain't never seen before. I'm just saying. All right, I'm a fairly decently attractive dude, if I don't say so myself. All right, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but beep, beep, all right? And the reason I know this is because whenever I'm walking around, wherever, I could be at a grocery store, I could be at the shopping mall, I could be anywhere, I've got women literally smiling looking at me, and you know what? I'm not even looking at them. It's like they're looking at me, and then when my eyes catch their eyes, they make sure to slip me a smile or something, you know what I mean? I could tell they want the old ghost special, you know? They want the old ghost special. You want to know why? I got a freaking aura. You know, when I walk into a place, man, people, I'm not even joking. When I walk into some place, people that aren't even looking at me, all of a sudden they can feel me enter the room. You know, they look back, they're just like, what the hell just entered in here? I'm telling you. I'm not joking around, man. I am a man. I'm pure alpha, baby. I'm pure freaking alpha. So you all can sit here and say that I'm some fatty or whatever. Let me tell you something, man. I guarantee you that if I ever came out publicly that, I'm not just saying, women would literally be mailing me their panties. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's continue going. Now, let's get some more Gab shout-outs here. We've got knee guards derailed the train. Jesus. Assholes! Stop making me say racist goddamn crap! Man, why do y'all keep making me say racist crap? Stop doing that crap, man! You're gonna get me taken off the air! You stupid. Give me the mic. Hey, I give Gab shout-outs to try to make this show a little interactive around here. All right there, boy? To try to make the show a little interactive around here. Jesus Christ. Anyway, who else do we have here? What's going on to Hans Guvensmits? We got Manhood Magic in the house. What's going on to Spark Synapse? Rosie done goofed. Yeah, y'all hear about Rosie O'Donnell? Let me tell you, I hope Rosie O'Donnell, that fat piece of trash, I hope that woman goes to prison. If you didn't hear about what she did, this fat, disgusting, bull-nosed, greasy bull dyke actually tried to bribe some of the members of Congress in an attempt to prevent them from passing the tax cut. She legitimately put an offer out there to everyone in Congress to whoever votes against the tax bill will be getting $1 million or $2 million from Rosie O'Donnell, which is in clear violation of the law. And I hope Rosie O'Donnell goes down because I'm sick and tired of that disgusting fat bull dyke, man. Not even her stepkids. Not even her adopted kids want to be around this lunatic. Did you hear that one, daughter? Remember that the one adopted daughter that ran away? She ran away with some dude because she didn't want to be with that disgusting lunatic bull dyke, man. And by the way, did you know that dykes, bull-nosed bull dykes, they have more domestic violence calls than any other couple in America? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Anyway, let's continue going. We got capitalism for Norwegian. Don't go there, man. Don't go there. Don't you even go there. We got coffee hipster. Oh, that's great. Who else do we have here? We got, I'm not going to say this disgusting name. I'm telling you, you idiots with these disgusting names, I'm not saying them, you stupid idiots, all right? Ghost is the Jilluminati. The Jilluminati. Are you trying to infer that I'm Jewish again, you goddamn idiot? Damn it! Well, look, first of all, I am not a Jew, all right? I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you idiots that. I am not a Jew. I use yarmulkes for coffee filters. And give me the mic. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being Jewish, by the way. I want to extend a shout-out to my Jewish brethren. that are listening to the broadcast, today is the last day of Hanukkah. So I want to say happy Hanukkah to all my Jewish brethren out there. All right? Happy Hanukkah. Ha ha la 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 ha ha la la ha ha oh la la ha 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 oy vey ha ha oh la la ha ha oh ha ha oh ha 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 oy vey. So cheers to my Jewish brethren celebrating the last day of Hanukkah. Cheers, baby, cheers. Anyway, who else do we have here? We got the Trans Amtrak. Did you just put a pair of balls on that Amtrak that derailed, you sick son of a bitch? Damn it! They just put a pair of balls on that Amtrak train that derailed, for Christ's sake. I mean, you sick, macabre assholes. You sick, macabre assholes, man. Give me the damn mic. Damn mic, get a mic! I'm telling you, guys are pissing me off, man. You piss me off. You piss me off. Swing low, sweet 42 coin. Are you? Did you just make a song out of a name? Swing low, sweet 42 coin. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low. Shut up, you stupid moron. Fat Albin and the Hambone Kids, you son of a... Shut up with that crap! God damn it, you stupid idiots! Enough! Enough of that crap! I know what you mean by that! I know what you troll terrorist and cyber vermin... I know what you mean by that. Son of a bitch. Give me the mic. Man, I know what you mean by that, you son of a bitch. All y'all need to shut it up. Shut up. Roy Moore's favorite chord is A minor. What the hell you son of a... Where the hell do you come up with this crap?
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness, like buying gifts for families and bringing a daughter in the Navy home for the holidays. And during the Happy Honda Day sales event, we can help you too, with a great deal on an award-winning Honda, like the Accord, a 2017 Car and Driver 10 Best a record 31 times. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know. Car and Driver, January 2017.
Do you suffer from chronic CFED or can't focus energy drain? Try over-the-counter Vibrant. One tablet contains the same caffeine as a cup of coffee, but without the calories or coffee breath. Vibrant. Caffeine, not coffee. Taking Vibrant may result in increased productivity and decreased dread in setting alarms. Unexpected enjoyment of the graveyard shift has been associated with Vibrant. Vibrant may be a better budget option than drinking coffee. It may also decrease the urge to doze off, skip work, or exhibit signs of slacking. All jokes aside, always read the label, take only as directed, and limit caffeine as it may cause real side effects. Not for children under age 12.
I mean, Christmas is this weekend, you stupid tards! I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? It's freaking Christmas! It's freaking Christmas! Good God! I'm only going to take a couple of more names, man. Give me the mic. I'm only going to take a couple of more names, man, all right? I'm only going to take a couple of more names, and that's it. Good God. Who else do we have here, for heaven's sake? We got David Ghoster Wallace. What the hell does that mean? We got BN King. What's going on? Who else do we have here? We got Distill and Take This Job and Shove It. What's going on? Norwegian is hanging in there. Oh, man, come on, man. No! Don't say that, man! Fascist for Ghost? What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that goddamn mean, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here? We got somebody named Jay. What's going on, man? I'm not going to say that disgusting name. Bull Dyke Vegetarian. Good God. Who else do we have? We got the Transistor. Ham Bones for Hanukkah. Whatever the hell that means. I'm not going to say that disgusting name. Albin House Snack Bar. Look, shut the hell up about that crap. I'm not joking around. Shut up! Shut up! Hambone tax cuts for Inner Circle. What the hell does that mean? Rosie Poshole Donald? No, don't eat. No, I don't think so, all right? I don't think so. Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here? We got Kush in the house. What's going on? What's going on to Chrome Thunder? Hey, what's going on to Iberian Capitalist? Happy birthday to Iberian. Happy belated birthday, man. Who else do we have here? We got, want to try my pie. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Who else do we have here? We got, Ghost Be My Dad. No, I'm not your dad. Get away from me, you sick autist, all right? I'm not your dad, all right? I'm not your goddamn dad. Go tell that dirty dish rag whore of a single mother who dumps you off on a psychologist who then in turn prescribes you goddamn psychotropic drugs to get you a goddamn father. No! Son of a bitch. I'm going to sit over here. I'm not going to be your damn dad. You kidding me? I mean, let me tell you something. If I had an autistic son, I'd probably leave the country. I'm not even kidding around. I wouldn't want to have anything to do with that kid. I'm not even. I know that's sad. I'm sorry. Thank God. I'm not having kids anymore. I'm old, you know. But if my kid was autistic, I'd be like, I'd have to leave my family a Dear Jane letter or something and be like, look, I have to get out of here. I can't raise a tard kid. I can't do it. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Anyway, who else do we have here? And I know that all these autists, I can hear them now. Oh, my God, here he goes with the autism rant. Oh, my God. Oh. If you're taking offense to me talking about autism, well, that's because you're an idiot, all right? Because you know what you can do? Even though a psychologist diagnosed you under this category, you could just, like, dust your shoulders off with it and say, you know what, I'm not an autist anymore. I'm a regular human being, all right? I'm a regular human being. And somebody asks, well, why don't you just put the kid up for adoption? Are you kidding me? You want me to burden somebody else with a damn autist? Are you kidding me? I mean, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, for Christ's sake, man. Burdening, yourself with an autist for a goddamn 18 years, for Christ's sake? Good God, no way. No way. I'm sorry, it's my opinion. I mean, luckily, I never had any autistic children, all right? No, I didn't, so thank God. Hey, God, thank you very much for not cursing me with an autistic brat. Thank you, God, all right? Thank you very much. Anyway, who else do we have here? I'm going to give a couple more shout-outs here. We got Just Monica in the house. Who else? We got somebody named Remington. Tard Raging Like Albin. Yeah, shut up. We got Lord Vulcan in the house. Once again, if you want a Gab shout-out, all you got to do is like the post that states True Capitalist Radio now live. Listen in. If you like that particular post, I'll give you a damn Gab shout-out right here, right now. Right here, right now. Ghost is my dad now. Oh, great. Oh, great. Now, you see these lunatics? Now they think I'm their dad. Well, if I'm your dad, then turn off this goddamn broadcast and go to sleep. All right? Get the hell out of here. All right? Get the hell out of here. If I'm your dad, get off this broadcast and go to sleep. Get out. Get the hell out. Get out. Do you hear this, folks? These people are looking for a father figure, for Christ's sake. I mean, what am I, George Michael? Huh? Is that it? I will be your father figure. No! No! Good God. Look, there's Blood Fart. What's going on to Blood Fart? And there's, look, there's the whore master. Oh, yes, I am the whore master. Oh, yes. Good God, man. Look, I'm only going to take a couple more of these shout-outs. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think that all these goddamn Gab posts is screwing with Gab servers right now. Look at, I think you guys have taken Gab down right now. I think you guys are taking Gab down right now. You see what you're doing? You see this? You see how many people are on here doing? Y'all are taking Gab down now. Y'all are taking down Gab. Oh man! Everybody wanting a shout out now. Look what y'all did to Gab, man. Look what y'all did. Look what y'all did. Y'all took it down. All the people that are listening to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast have taken Gab down. Unbelievable. Well, I guess that pretty much ends Gab shout-outs, folks. I mean, Gab is down right now. Unfortunately, Gab is down. Every other website's up. It's Gab. Unfortunately, it is down. Hold on. Is it back up? Is it back up, engineer? All right, we're back. All right, we're back. We're back here. What's going on to Jelly Bean? What's going on? What's going on to War Game Capitalist? What's going on to, I'm not going to say that, Brewski for Ghost? Are y'all trying to get me to drink, you piece of crap? I'm trying not to drink here, man. Stop tempting me with that crap. What's up to Crypto Bro Dog? Pay for Boogie's healthcare. I ain't paying for nobody's healthcare, all right? What's going on? I'm not going to say that name. Multi-track drifting, whatever the hell that is. Paz Hambone. I'm glad we're back. I mean, it looked like we took down Gab there for a sec, for a little bit there. You see that? Huh? What's going on to Corn Blaster? Albin Claus got stuck in the chimney. Look, I've had enough of this crap. Piece of crap. You're a piece of crap. I know what you mean by that. I know what you all mean by that, for Christ's sake. Give me the damn mic. Give me the mic. Hey, who the hell did this? Who the hell did? Look at my Gab, for Christ's sake. Who drew that? Who in the hell drew that? Screw you to whoever drew what's on my Gab right now. Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. Screw you. I know what you assholes mean by that. I know what you mean by that. God damn it. You piece of crap. I know what you mean by that. God damn it. Give me the mic. All right, I'm only going to take a couple of more of these, and I'm stopping this crap. And what is this, 42 coin-funded Gab DDoSers? You lying sack of crap. Shut up. That's not true. Shut up. What's going on to John Cooey? Fly-on-the-wall trading in the house. Oh, my God. I'm going to take a Mask Pony equals the tech guy. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my God! I mean, wasn't the tech guy like some pedophile out of Canada? I mean, that just goes to show you that Canada doesn't give a crap about people who exploit minors over the internet. I'm just saying, and I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. If you want to know who the tech guy is, just take a look at Encyclopedia Dramatica, and they'll tell you exactly who he is. All right. Anyway, I'm only going to take a couple of more of these, and we're moving on, for Christ's sake, man. She's got veteran of Forum Wars in the house. What's going on tomorrow? Ghost is #1 host. Hey, thank you very much. We got G-Man. We got Capitalist Ice in the house. I'm not saying this, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Inner rosy circle? Yeah, shut up. Buying crypto with EBT? I doubt it, boy. I doubt it. All right, I sincerely doubt it. I know you're trying to troll, but I know a little better than that, boy. They ain't going to give you no EBT money. They ain't going to give you no crypto money for no EBT money. I tell you that right now. Jesus, Beast Boy is cute. Who the hell is that? Albin, father of three? Shut up! Look, that's it. No more Gab shout-outs for you stupid, dumb, troll, terrorist, cyber vermin, sons of bitches, man. I try to make this show a little interactive, and this is the kind of crap I get. This is the kind of garbage I get. Give me the mic. You all can go screw yourselves, man, because I ain't doing no more Gab shout-outs. And once again, what did y'all do? Did y'all take down Gab again? Look at all this traffic. Look at Gab. It's down again, for Christ's sake. Good God. I mean, look at all these people, man. You're I don't know what it is. You are putting too much pressure on the goddamn servers at Gab, for heaven's sake. Hair loss to napalm. Look, shut up. All of you, shut up. I'm not looking at Gab anymore. Take Gab off my screen, engineer. Take Gab off my screen. You idiots, don't you understand? This is a serious show, man. This is a serious show. I got production notes. I got production notes that I handwrite myself. Got production notes freaking here, man. All right, look, I'm not going to pay attention to Gab anymore, for Christ's sake. All right, I'm moving on. Jesus. Let's talk about President Trump, all right? That always puts me in a better mood, right? Let's talk about President Trump and what I'd like to talk about, okay? What I'd like to talk about is how President Trump has basically come in for the win on these tax cuts, folks, all right? And it almost seemed like these damn Republicans were going to act like a bunch of bitches about it and not pass it, but thank God. Because as I was alluding to in the beginning of the broadcast, Donald Trump, our president, has willed this economy into the current situation that it's in. Just wait till the tax cuts are implemented. Everybody across the board gets a tax cut, folks. And guess what? You pay zero taxes up to $24,000 a year. Huh? How you like a little bit of that? I mean, you know what that means, right? Like, let's say you have a corporation. And let's say that corporation makes some odd dollars, maybe $100,000, $200,000 a year, $300,000, whatever it is. You can pay yourself $24,000 and be 0% on your personal income tax. You understand? And just imagine, if you're a couple that has a corporation and you both pay yourselves $24,000 a year, that's $48,000 that you are going to obtain tax-free, baby, under the new Trump tax plan, all right? Woo! I'm telling you, baby, we are in the money now. This is a capitalist tax plan from the word go, all right? So right off the bat, if you're making under $24,000, you ain't paying jack, all right? Secondly, folks, corporate taxes are going to be going down to 21%. Do you understand? 21%. So what that means is this. When the Inner Circle and myself are crypto millionaires, we've already got a couple of 100,000 apiece in crypto anyway. But when we become crypto millionaires next year, what we plan on doing is basically either cashing out, which I don't really feel like cashing out is the appropriate thing to do. I think that there's a lot of run to be made on a lot of these crypto. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, we wanted to cash out. We are going to cash out in a corporation. And the crypto profits that we generated in 2017 are going to be liquidated or put into the account of the corporation so that the corporation will be taxed on those crypto profits at 21%. Me and the Inner Circle already know what to do. As a matter of fact, folks, I know a lot of people have been asking how to get into the Inner Circle. Well, this weekend, I am going to put up, a couple of slots for the Inner Circle, all right, and I'm going to try to put a goddamn paywall on it so there's no tards, there's no autists, there's no Aspies, there's no trolls, none of that. We want serious investors. We want somebody who are stock investors, options traders, real estate investors, business owners. If you have a small nest egg and don't know what to do with it, come aboard. We're trying to make everybody in the Inner Circle successful because, as I stated, folks, right now, how I have the Inner Circle position is if any one of us had a proposition in which a genuine business proposal was viable, they could introduce it to all of us in the Inner Circle, and we ourselves make the decision on whether or not we want dibs on that particular investment. Not to mention, folks, all right, not to mention that we are going to be our own bank when raising revenue. We don't need banks anymore. We're going to be raising our own revenue, not to mention we're going to make unified moves as it pertains to not just crypto and stock investments, but to real estate investments. We're already discussing opening up brick-mortar businesses all over the world. I'm not even kidding, man. We're not joking around. I know while all of you are all playing with yourselves and, watching cartoons and being autists and playing video games, we're out here, we are the capitalist of the 21st century. Do you understand? And before you know it, they're going to be interviewing us in business magazines. They're going to be writing movies about us on how a group of people in a chat room became millionaires, okay? How a group of people in a chat room made each other millionaires. I'm telling you, you all can laugh. Just wait. Y'all laughed at me when I started introducing cryptocurrency as a part of the markets in the first hour back in April and May of this year. All of you idiots were laughing. All of you idiots were saying it was a scam. Look at you idiots now. You're sitting there with your pecker shaft in your hand and nothing to show for it, still sitting under your fat mommy skirt. So I'm just saying. And moreover, folks, have you checked out some of the provisions? Believe it or not, I read here that there is a $7,500 tax credit to buy an electric car. So if you happen to be into that certain thing, okay, all right, you get $7,500. I think John Stossel did this one year in which he bought an electric golf cart that cost around $7,500, bought it, wrote it off at the end of the year, and got it for free, technically. And you see, folks, this is a major component in being a capitalist. Because I want to be honest with you, making money is easy. And maybe it's not that easy for some of you because, I don't know, maybe you're idiots or something, but it's pretty easy. The hard part is keeping that money. Because once you start obtaining money very easily, very fast, it goes fast. It burns fast. And the easy part is making it. The hardest part is keeping it. And how you keep it, and a good component of how to keep it, is to tax plan. And right now, what me and Mrs. Ghost are doing, we're reading through this damn tax code because we are tax planning for next year. And we're looking at tax credits like this $7,500 electric car and all these other initiatives so that we'll invest accordingly so that in the end we'll be able to write off whatever it is that we spent next year in the taxes. Tax planning is key to sustaining wealth. Always remember that, folks. And by the way, folks, we are in a little bit of a government budget crisis. We have not signed an official 2018 budget, but according to reports, POTUS and the Congress have agreed to a 4-week budget extension so that they can start talking about what they are going to put into the 2018 budget within these 4 weeks extension period. Now, the reason that the Democrats and some Democrats agreed to this 4-week extension, folks, is because DACA will be debated the first thing 2018. And the deadline, according to POTUS, to figure out what's going to happen with this DACA situation is March 2018. Now, I know it's going to piss a lot of people off because DACA are these, illegal dreamers out here who were the children of immigrants. I mean, it's just a confusing, dumb bunch of crap that Obama left for us all. He allowed all these immigrants to come in here thinking that they were going to be just granted citizenship just because they were able to illegally cross the border. And now you've got these people actually demanding, illegal immigrants demanding from us that we give them citizenship. Only in America is this even an option for people to do. I mean, do you think that we could smuggle our asses into goddamn Mexico and then tell and force the Mexico government to recognize us as citizens and vote in their elections and be political activists within their soil? No! No! Why in the hell are we accepting it here in this country? This is America! And we need to start taking some pride in it, damn it! We need to make sure that these illegals that come into this goddamn country don't wave their finger at us and try to demand things out of us. Do you understand? Try to demand things out of us, for Christ's sake. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, man. Anyway, folks, DACA will be debated in 2018, and that is that was a precursor in some of these Democrats agreeing for this 4-week budget extension. All right? So anyway, taxes, once again, another win for the president, and we are making America great again. Mark my words, folks, in 6 months, this is going to be a whole new America. Everyone's going to have money in their pocket. Economic opportunity is going to be everywhere. You're not going to be forced into working for a job because you have to. There's going to be so much economic opportunity that you're going to have 3 or 4 or 5 jobs, and you get to choose the best one for you. It's a whole new America. I mean, folks, right after the tax cuts were signed, AT&T gave 200,000 of their employees a $1,000 bonus. Right before Christmas, huh? Right before Christmas. I mean, I'm telling you, you're going to see a lot of that. There's going to be a lot more money in people's pockets, and me, the inner circle, we're positioning ourselves to make sure that we make sure to try to persuade as many people that have money in their pockets to spend it with us. And that's what being a capitalist is all about, folks. Being a capitalist is about being able to persuade. Because remember, everybody in America right now is walking around with money in their pocket. You as a capitalist have to convince that person to voluntarily give it to you, and then have that person walking away feeling good, giving you that money. That's what capitalism is. Whether you're selling them a product, whether you're selling them a service, that's what capitalism is. Because everywhere right now, people have money in their pockets. It's up to you to persuade them to voluntarily give it to you, and then have them walk away. Say, you know what, I'm glad I spent that money with this man. I feel good. I had a great purchase. I'm going to purchase from him again. That's what capitalism is all about, folks. Anyway, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire, right? And let everyone know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost, and if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab. Please follow me on Gab. The Gab name to follow is Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, and I am verified on Gab, folks, all right? So you know who you're following. Anyway, folks, we're running out of time. I want to talk about a few things here before we get to Radio Graffiti, so let's go ahead and run through it. All right, let's talk a little bit about Andrew McCabe, who is the Deputy FBI Director, who was questioned by the House Judiciary Committee yesterday for 8 hours. 8 hours, Andrew McCabe was questioned by the House Judiciary Committee. And lest we forget, the reason that he was subpoenaed to testify in front of the House Judiciary Committee was because of Peter Strzok, or whatever his fruity-ass name is, Peter Strzok, and his correspondence with this FBI lawyer lover of his, Lisa Page, in which they discuss about a plan that was fetched up in, quote, Andy's office. And, of course, Andy is pretty much to assume that it's goddamn Andrew McCabe. And this is why the House Judiciary Committee subpoenaed Andrew McCabe to testify in closed-door testimony, unfortunately, about what the hell Peter Strzok and Lisa Page meant in this little texting correspondence about what plan was fetched up in his office. And whatever was said in this 8-hour testimony with the Deputy FBI Director, Andrew McCabe, well, what's come out of it today is that apparently the House Judiciary Committee wants to subpoena more of the FBI agents who have testified in the past, recalling them, because according to the House Judiciary Committee, their testimony, the people that are being resubpoenaed to come back to the House Judiciary Committee, contradicts what was said during the testimony of the FBI Deputy Director, Andrew McCabe. The 8-hour questioning that was happening in closed doors yesterday in the House Judiciary Committee. So something was said there, something was said in that testimony, 8 hours for Christ's sake, that has the House Judiciary Committee crying foul. And let me tell you, I don't know how much more evidence of foul you need than having a corrupt Department of Justice and FBI. I mean, lest we forget, folks, this guy Peter Strzok, not only was he a part of Robert Mueller's special counsel, this FBI agent was also in charge of Hillary Clinton's email investigation. Peter Strzok was the man who interviewed Huma Abedin and that other IT broad and gave them immunity. He gave them immunity. He gave Huma Abedin and that one black chick immunity. Now, why in the hell would Peter Strzok give Huma Abedin and that other black IT chick, I forgot her name, for Christ's sake, how come he gave them immunity from being prosecuted when they supplied nothing? They supplied absolutely nothing, and yet you have Peter Strzok manipulate. Cheryl Mills was her name. Thank you very much. Cheryl Mills was the black chick's name. Gave her immunity. This FBI agent, Peter Strzok, gave them immunity. They gave nothing. Nothing culminated from that immunity. Hillary Clinton was exonerated. Lest we forget that it was Peter Strzok that reestablished FBI, or at least former FBI Director James Comey's statement about Hillary Clinton's emails, because they were going to call Hillary Clinton's email scandal grossly negligent in the first draft of the speech that James Comey was going to give to America. But Peter Strzok was the man who eliminated the language of grossly negligent and put instead careless and unsophisticated. And that's what James Comey testified to. Remember when they had him testify, when he made the speech that exonerated Hillary Clinton from this email scandal, even after that Loretta Lynch tarmac meeting with Bill Clinton, even after all that unethical, illegal crap, he testified, James Comey, that he couldn't prosecute Hillary Clinton because under the statute of extremely careless and unsophisticated, that no one had been prosecuted for those types of infractions. And the reason that Peter Strzok changed the language from grossly negligent on James Comey's speech to extremely careless and unsophisticated, because grossly negligent is a prosecutable offense. Negligence can be prosecuted. There is no word in the statute about being careless and unsophisticated. And that's why Peter Strzok, folks, this guy, not only should he be fired from the FBI, this guy should be in jail for what he did. And it seems as if Andrew McCabe may be complicit with this type of activity. And it seems to me that all these people need to go to jail. Now, once again, I have told you all that this is a difficult scenario because who are you going to send in to arrest these people? Whenever the federal government sends someone to arrest someone, they send the FBI. And who in the FBI is going to arrest a former FBI director in James Comey? Who's going to arrest the former or the FBI deputy director in Andrew McCabe? Who's going to arrest the deputy director of the counterintelligence division of the FBI in Peter Strzok? Who's going to arrest this guy that's going to testify tomorrow at the Department of Justice, this Bill Orr guy? And for all those that don't know, yeah, Bill Orr, he was the former deputy attorney general before he got busted with his connections to Fusion GPS, and he got demoted. But you see, folks, he's still a part of the Department of Justice. He's still a part of the DOJ. And Bill Orr is supposed to be testifying tomorrow, and I doubt that he's going to be mentioning anything. I think that he's going to plead the fifth. I don't think that he's going to say a goddamn thing. And that's why I keep telling you, are these people too big to jail? Who's going to arrest these people? I mean, I'm serious. Are these people too big to jail? Because I don't think that FBI agents are going to go in and arrest a former FBI director. I don't think that FBI agents are going to go and arrest Peter Strzok, the guy who was the head of counterintelligence at the FBI. They're not going to arrest Andrew McCabe, the deputy director of the FBI. They're not going to arrest Bruce Orr, who was the deputy director of the Attorney General, the deputy attorney general at the DOJ. They're not going to arrest these people. You understand? So who is? That is the biggest concern of yours truly. Who's going to arrest these people? Who's going to arrest these people? And I've said this time and time again, I think that all Donald Trump has is sending in the military to arrest these people. But you see, if Donald Trump does that, you've got these globalists and these leftists that will cry foul that, Donald Trump's a dictator and he's, doing this and doing that, when these are the criminals. The deep state, the DOJ, the FBI. These are the real criminals, for Christ's sake, man. These people think they're above the law. These people think they're above the law, for Christ's sake. And they think no one can touch them. They think no one can touch them. I mean, look at how Peter Strzok conducted himself in the FBI. He was a part of all these investigations. This guy thought he was a super FBI agent or some crap. This guy thinks he's above the law. That's why I'm saying, folks, we all have to demand that these people be brought to justice. Because as I stated, the only way the system cracks, is if the people demand that damn corruption be prosecuted. And because these bureaucrats have used the chains of bureaucracy to make it so complicated for your average everyday Mr. and Mrs. Joe Six-Pack to comprehend, that's why you don't hear a call for all these people to be arrested. But we need to start calling for it, folks. You understand? Christmas is coming around the corner. You need to talk about this at the Christmas table, that the DOJ and the FBI are nothing more than political weapons, and it's jeopardizing the sanctity of our institutions. Do you understand? It's undermining our very institutions of law. And we need to call for these people to be arrested. Do you understand me? I mean, if you're listening, email, tweet, Facebook post, call your congressman, man, and tell them that these people cannot be above the law. These people have to be brought to justice, and we need a whole array of outcry. We need lots of people to demand this, folks. If not, they're going to brush this under the table like they always do. We need to demand it, damn it. We need to demand that these corrupt political agents, because that's what they are, these corrupt political agents of the Democrats be arrested. They need to be arrested, folks. They have turned the DOJ and the FBI into political weapons for the Democrats. And how much more evidence do you need? I have no goddamn idea. I have no idea. And Robert Mueller, I mean, what is this special counsel, this whole Russia-Trump special counsel, what has Robert Mueller found other than the fact that the DOJ and the FBI are unbelievably criminally corrupt? Huh? Can you explain that to me? Because I don't know what Robert Mueller's continuing on for. I mean, his whole special counsel has been called into question. Its credibility is shot. Why is Robert Mueller continuing on with this special counsel? If you want my opinion, I think he's putting some of that money in his pocket, if you want my opinion. He's already spent close to $8 million on this witch hunt as it pertains to Russia-Trump. And if you want my opinion, I read that he's thinking about extending this whole damn special counsel for another year. Can you believe this? Another year. This has to stop. Do you understand? This Mueller investigation is a political weapon. It's a joke. And I'm tired of hearing people saying, well, Robert Mueller, he's an honest man, and he's worried about his legacy. Are you kidding me? Robert Mueller's a scumbag. All right? I've never liked Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller was the FBI director during 9/11, for Christ's sake. He directed the FBI to confiscate all video surveillance tapes in the vicinity of the Pentagon. And where are those tapes? They're in FBI possession. Tapes that were at corner stores and gas stations and hotels that had a line of sight to whatever the hell ran into the damn Pentagon. And it was Robert Mueller that told his agents to confiscate all those tapes. He was the cleanup man for the deep state terrorism that was 9/11. So if anybody should be investigated, it should be Robert goddamn Mueller. Wake up, for Christ's sake. This is a criminal organization in Washington, D.C. This is a criminal organization. Wake up! You people need to wake up! The only reason they're able to get away with this kind of criminality is because you're asleep. This is a government made for the people and by the people, damn it. But if the people fall asleep at the wheel, you have this criminal-minded crap in Washington, D.C. This is what you get. This is what you get. We've got to demand justice, damn it, because the FBI ain't going to arrest itself. The DOJ ain't going to arrest itself. The people have to demand it. The people! Anyway, folks, I mean, there's so much corruption on the Democrat side. I mean, I could keep going, okay? Aside from the FBI deputy director being questioned yesterday for 8 hours by the House Judiciary Committee, and whatever he said contradicted previous testimony by FBI agents that testified in front of the House Judiciary Committee. Those agents are being resubpoenaed. You've got Bill Orr, this guy that was the former deputy attorney general is going to testify in closed doors in front of the House Judiciary tomorrow. And this was the guy who had a wife named Nellie Orr, okay, who worked for Fusion GPS, the same company that produced the Russian dossier. I mean, how much more corrupt can you get, man? And not to mention, the Democratic Party and the damn Hillary Clinton campaign admitted that they used money to buy this. This was a $12.5 million dossier that was a bunch of garbage. And if you want my personal opinion, folks, I think the FBI paid for some of it too. I mean, lest we forget, Christopher Steele, the spokesperson for Fusion GPS, was an informant of the FBI. And when you're an informant for the FBI, folks, you get paid. You get paid for information. So I speculate that the FBI put up some money for this goddamn Fusion GPS, and if that's the case, once again, that's even more and more corruption that is beyond comprehension of everyone who understands or thinks that the United States is a free country. I mean, we're a goddamn banana republic, for Christ's sake. You see this kind of crap in Africa and in South America and these two-bit countries, man. Not America. Wake up, folks. Wake up. And speaking of corruption, did y'all hear about Obama here, this Politico story, in which Obama allowed Hezbollah to run cocaine in the United States and launder that cocaine money through car sales? And we alluded to this on the last broadcast, that there was an operation, there was a task force created to basically survey and map out this entire Hezbollah criminal network that's in the United States that sells cocaine and launders that money through car sales, used car sales, and they were stopped at every goddamn direction in an attempt to try to bring these assholes down. They were stopped by the Obama administration. They were stopped by the Obama administration. Every time. And this was a story put out by Politico. It is a great story. And, of course, you got every Obama surrogate calling it a bunch of crap, but you know they're lying through their teeth. I saw this dumb hipster whore bag. She makes me sick. This Mary Harf broad who used to be like the mouthpiece of the State Department under Hillary Clinton. Do y'all remember this stupid hipster broad with those stupid hipster glasses and blonde hair? Your quintessential dumb leftist trash. Well, Mary Harf, she's now a Fox correspondent, is trying to deny that Obama halted any kind of Operation Cassandra, because that's what this was named after. It was named Operation Cassandra, in which they, and I'm talking about federal authorities, surveyed and mapped out the Hezbollah criminal organization that sold cocaine in the United States and laundered the money through cars, used car sales. And Obama stopped this task force every step of the way. Why? So he could sign the Iran nuclear deal. That's what it all comes down to. And what is the Iran nuclear deal, folks? I already told you, and Trump has already told you, it's the worst deal of deal history. The United States gave close to $250 billion to Iran so that they can supposedly stop pursuing their nuclear weapons ambitions. $250 billion. Folks, with that money, they can go buy nuclear weapons. They don't need to build them. They can buy them. And not to mention, why did we give them, what was it, $1.5 billion or $2 billion in cash? I've never heard of such a thing. Why in the hell would we give a belligerent nation state like Iran $1.5 billion in cash? And we had it airplaned right into the goddamn country of Iran. Why did we do this? I'll tell you why, folks, because I've always told you Barack Obama was an anti-American piece of communist trash, all right? Every policy he ever made, everything he ever did as president was to throw America backwards, was to destroy the fabric of this country. Why do you think he allowed Hezbollah to sell cocaine in the United States and launder the money through car sales, used car sales? Well, you know why? Because I think that the damn Democrats were a part of all this criminal organization crap. And let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else. Y'all remember the Awan brothers? You know, the IT guys that were hired by Debbie Wasserman Schultz to be Congress's IT people? You remember the Awan brothers? These guys that were, you know, hiding hardware at their houses that was found during a search and seizure. One of the Awan brothers was caught at the airport trying to escape America. You know that guy? And I want to be honest with you. I think the Democrats know that they're in some deep, deep crap. And the reason I'm saying this is because the airing of this particular, or not airing, but the uncovering of this story of Hezbollah allowed by the Obama administration to run cocaine and launder that money through used cars, I think that's, I don't know how much more treason you can get than that, man. And once again, I brought up Mary Harf, who was the mouthpiece during the Secretary of State tenure of Hillary Clinton. She was a Fox News analyst, and she was on this morning trying to give her analysis of this, quote, fake story, she claims. But the funny part about Mary Harf's rebuttal about the Politico story is that she claims, and you have to read these bureaucrats' language. She goes, there's no evidence of any of this taking place. There's no evidence. There's no evidence. There's no evidence. There's no evidence. You know what that means? That means even if it did happen, you can't prove it. That's what that means. And Mary Harf was deep inside the goddamn State Department during all this crap. So, of course, she's going to be the first surrogate to deny it, but she knows it happened. And now that you have this Awan Connect, the Awan Connect from the Awan brothers.
Do you suffer from chronic CFED or can't focus energy drain? Try over-the-counter Vibrant. One tablet contains the same caffeine as a cup of coffee, but without the calories or coffee breath. Vibrant. Caffeine, not coffee. Taking Vibrant may result in a lack of drowsiness, improved productivity, and better cash flow from decreased coffee spending. Unexpected job promotions have been associated with Vibrant. Vibrant may decrease the urge to zone out, doze off, or exhibit signs of slacking. All jokes aside, always read the label, take only as directed, and limit caffeine as it may cause real side effects. Not for children under age 12.
The reason I bring up these guys is, aside from these guys being a bunch of crooked IT guys that were hired by Debbie Wasserman Schultz and potentially had countless unauthorized access to the House Democratic Caucus and was obtaining files for some reason, the speculation is that they were definitely nation-state agents and spies, although the Democrats seem to have allowed them to gain access to this information. Kind of like Hillary Clinton's email server. Because I told you guys the reason that she had that private email server, if you want my opinion, was to have it private so she can put classified information on that. And because it's a server in somebody's bathroom that's pretty much unsecured, nation states could voluntarily hack the damn thing, obtain the documents necessary, and leave. And how do they pay back Mrs. Clinton for that access? They hire Bill Clinton to come speak from the Clinton Foundation or make a donation to the Clinton Foundation. That MO, that modus operandi, sounds exactly like what Wasserman Schultz was allowing the Awan brothers to do in the congressional Democratic computers. Allowing them access, okay? Now, aside from that, let me show you a clip of Debbie Wasserman Schultz confronting the D.C. Chief of Police, okay? Because the laptops that were obtained when Awan was trying to leave the country were in the possession of the Washington, D.C. PD. And here is a clip of Wasserman Schultz threatening the police department chief and threatening the Washington, D.C. budget if she doesn't get those computers and laptops back. Take a look at my gab right now. Take a look at that evil, disgusting Debbie Wasserman Schultz. There she is right there in that clip threatening the Washington, D.C. Chief of Police to give back the hardware that was confiscated from the Awan brothers. Now, why in the hell would she be threatening the Washington, D.C. police? Why in the hell would she be threatening the D.C. police's budget? Because there's something on these things that Debbie Wasserman Schultz doesn't want anybody to pursue. And that's why, if you want my personal opinion, the Awan brothers were, if you want my view, and if you take a look at all the stories that are coming out, the latest story is out of the Daily Caller. Go and take a look at that story. They allude to the fact that the Awan brothers may have a connection with the Obama allowing Hezbollah to run cocaine in the United States and laundering that coke money through used car sales. And the reason I say this is because the Awan brothers, okay, while working as IT guys for Congress, had a car dealership. That's right. They had a car dealership, and guess what that car dealership's name was? Guess what the name of the company was? CIA. CIA was the name of the company. You can't make this crap up. You can't make this crap up. And you know where this used car dealership was? It was right across the street from Congress. Yeah. And according to reports, folks, and you can take a look at this particular Daily Caller report that does a complete expose on this, that the Awan brothers, not only did they have this car dealership, this used car dealership right across the street from Congress, so if they ever had a, quote, customer, all they had to do was walk right across the street and do business. But apparently, according to one of their business partners, there was no business. There were no cars sold. It was just large sums of money moving in and out all over the place. And as a matter of fact, the CIA company got a $100,000 initial investment from a Hezbollah sympathizer, not even a Hezbollah sympathizer, somebody that's known in the United States as a Hezbollah money launderer. So, folks, I mean, Obama allowing Hezbollah to run cocaine in the U.S. and launder the money through car sales gives insight to why Debbie Wasserman Schultz had the Awan brothers as IT guys in Congress, doesn't it? I mean, give me a break. I mean, how come the media is not talking about this? This could be a major breach of national security, and not to mention, if you want my opinion, it sounds to me like the Democrats were complicit in allowing a lot of these characters to not only conduct themselves in a criminal capacity, but allowing some of these people to have access to some of America's secrets. I mean, that's what this represents. I mean, why did they allow Awan, these people, they don't even know where these people came from, why that they were even asked to be IT guys, nothing. And they have a goddamn used car dealership across the street? I mean, come on, man. It's starting to come out, folks, what I've always told you, that the Democrats are anti-American pieces of trash and are doing business with the terrorists. They're doing business with the terrorists. And I'm telling you, folks, I think everyone should demand what the hell is going on with the Awan brothers. I think we should demand what went on in the Obama administration to allow Hezbollah to run cocaine into the United States and launder that money through used car sales, for Christ's sake. And you know another thing, folks, I always told you guys that Obama and the CIA were the ones that created ISIS. They were the ones that created ISIS. And do y'all remember that one time when there was a plumber out of Texas who was surprised to see a truck that he sold to some used car dealership end up in the Middle East and being used by ISIS? Do y'all remember that? Here, let me go ahead. Take a look at my Gab right now, all right? Take a look at that Gab right now. That's the truck I'm speaking of right now. Now, once again, this is all starting to correlate, isn't it? If Obama allowed Hezbollah to run cocaine in the United States and launder the money through car sales, and the Awan brothers, who were the IT guys who, were basically, obviously, agents for another country, getting information for somebody else. I mean, they raided the houses of the Awan brothers. They had hardware in their goddamn home that shouldn't have been there. I mean, folks, give me a break. This is starting to look like the Democrats were complicit with the terrorists. I mean, I'm just saying, folks. I mean, this is starting to become serious business now. And I think those of us that are out here that are of sound mind, we need to put this at the focal point. Christmas is coming around the corner, folks. We need to tell everybody, whether they're Democrat or Republican, that this is a corrupt criminal organization that we have in D.C. And this is not the last of this, folks. I think everybody should do their research on what the hell happened here. But there is a direct correlation between Obama allowing Hezbollah to run cocaine in the United States and launder the money through used car sales, and the Awan brothers being congressional IT guys and having access to classified information while at the same time running a goddamn used car lot right across the street from Congress. With the name CIA. CIA was the company name for that son of a bitch. All right? Anyway, folks, we're running out of time here. I got to hurry up and take some radio graffiti calls. But let me run through the last part of the news. The UN Security Council is going to vote to force Trump to rescind his recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Are you kidding me? I mean, does the UN think that it has the power to force Donald Trump to do anything? I mean, this is the gall of this international globalist bureaucracy, man. Give me a break. Go screw yourselves, UN. And not to mention, did you see our UN ambassador, Nikki Haley? She said and warned those on the UN Security Council that voted in favor of this that the U.S. is taking names. You're goddamn right. We're taking names is right. We're taking goddamn names. And POTUS even overemphasized that fact, and he threatens to cut any aid to countries who vote in favor of this UN resolution in the UN Security Council. And rightfully so. I mean, let's be honest, okay? I mean, let's be honest. All Trump has done is said something, okay? He hasn't moved the embassy to Jerusalem yet. He hasn't done anything. He's just said a few words. Because if he was really serious, folks, we have a consulate in Jerusalem. We have a U.S. consulate. And if Trump was serious, he would have told the U.S. consulate to get rid of the consulate sign and put up an embassy sign if he was really that serious. But you see, this just goes to show you that there is definitely an anti-Semitic sentiment within the general international community. And for the United Nations Security Council to vote on this is just unbelievable. I mean, can you capitulate to the damn wild Yehudis anymore there? Huh? I mean, can you bow down to the wild Yehudis anymore there, United Nations, for Christ's sake? And I'm glad that POTUS is threatening to cut aid to these countries who vote in favor. I mean, you've got dumbass Turkey. Of course, Erdogan is going to use this as his soapbox to prove that he's ultra-Islamic or some crap. He's promising to take the vetoed vote at the Security Council and take it to the UN General Assembly. I mean, give me a break. Have you seen so many triggered people off of a few words, for Christ's sake? And let's be honest. Come on, man. The last time that a broker deal was attempted, I mean, that was in, 97, 98, when Yasser Arafat and Ehud Barak, who was the prime minister of Israel at the time, Ehud Barak, whatever the hell his name is, him and Arafat were at Camp David with Bill Clinton, and Arafat rejected a proposal that would put Palestine back to pre-1967 borders. And he still rejected it, for Christ's sake. So, I mean, we've been trying to deal with these people for a long time already. All right? We've been trying to deal with these people a long goddamn time. And for whatever reason, the Palestinians don't want to play ball for whatever they don't want to play ball anymore. They don't want to play any kind of ball. I mean, they're just a habitual bitcher, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I thought going back pre-1967 borders was more than hospitable and more than generous of the Israelis, to say the least. And Yasser Arafat said no. So what the hell do you want? What the hell do you want? Anyway, let me move on, folks. Did y'all hear about based Poland? Based Poland is giving the middle finger to the EU. Thank God for Poland, man. Thank God for Poland. Poland adopts a judicial overhaul allowing the government to remove and appoint judiciary positions. And because Poland did this autonomously without the EU's, I guess, okay, the EU has asserted Article 7, which could strip Poland of its voting rights. Can you believe this? Just because Poland adopts some judicial overhaul allowing the government to remove and appoint judiciary positions like their own Supreme Court, you've got the EU trying to assert an Article 7 on Poland to remove their voting rights from the EU. What kind of crap is this? But let me tell you, Poland doesn't care. And Poland is so based right now, they're giving the middle finger to the EU. Why isn't Britain doing this? I mean, Poland has got a lot to lose from getting out of the EU. They get the most money from the EU. Why are they doing this? Because they have pride. They don't want to be under another communist edifice, and that's what the EU is. It's a bunch of bureaucratic commies. It's a globalist bunch of crap. And I'm glad based Poland is giving the middle finger to the EU. What's Britain's excuse? I mean, seriously, man, what's Britain's excuse, for Christ's sake? Bunch of goddamn pussies. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But I can't believe that no one in Britannia is pissed at this incompetent, stupid, skankosaurus leader you got going on over here, acting like a complete incompetent globalist jerk. Are we going to have a soft Brexit? Yes, we're going to have a soft Brexit. Shut up, Theresa May, you stupid broad. I'm telling you, women are not making a very good case for them being in leadership. That's all I'm saying, all right? Anyway, folks, much props to based Poland. Once again, Saudi Arabia has more missiles launched in Riyadh by the Houthi militia that is now taking control of Yemen. And lest we forget, that's the reason why the president of Yemen was assassinated, because he decided he was going to play both sides. He was against the Houthis before he joined forces with the Houthis. Then he betrayed the Houthis again, and that's why President Salah got assassinated. And now the Houthis are in pretty much control of the goddamn Yemen country, all right? And that's why they're launching these missiles from Yemen, trying to strike Riyadh, because lest we forget, the Houthis are backed up and funded by Iran. The same guys that Obama allowed to run drugs into our country and use the drug money and laundering it through used car sales. Yeah, these are the same guys that are utilizing Yemen as a launch point to launch missiles into Riyadh. And let me tell you, these are Iranian-based missiles that are coming from Yemen. So Iran is taking shots at Saudi Arabia, to say the least. All right, they are taking shots at Saudi Arabia. And this whole Saudi Arabia-Iran situation is going to come to a header. And I'm telling you, if by some chance one of these Yemen-based missiles does hit and reach Riyadh, It's all-out war. And because we have a treaty with Saudi Arabia, folks, we're going to have to go to war with Saudi Arabia, or with Saudi Arabia, not against it. We're going to have to go to war with Saudi Arabia, folks. We got a treaty that if they get hit, we're going to have to back them up. Hence why we went to the Gulf War in the 90s. We went to the Gulf War in the 90s because Saddam Hussein was jeopardizing our interests, which is Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, because of oil, because of a treaty. That's why we have a base in Saudi Arabia. We're protecting Saudi Arabia. Why? Because we have an agreement with them in which they and their oil sales will be exclusively transacted with U.S. dollars. So every time Saudi Arabia sells oil, they exclusively and only accept U.S. dollars. That's what makes our dollar valuable. That's why you call it the petrodollar. So anyway, and with that being said, folks, Saudi Arabia is now buying oil from the U.S. Can you believe that? We in the oil business now. And not to mention, a part of the tax cut, we're finally going to drill in the Alaskan Wildlife Refuge, which probably has about 25, 30 years worth of oil in there. All right? 25, 30 years worth of oil in there, for Christ's sake. So anyway, last but not least, and then we'll get to Radio Graffiti, Justin Trudeau violates ethic laws by visiting Aga Khan's island. And if you don't know who Aga Khan is, this is a billionaire lobby. Well, you don't call them lobbyists. I guess you call them donors, I guess, out there in Canada. He's donated millions to the liberal causes and the Liberal Party out there in Canada. Well, he violated ethics laws by visiting this. And you know something? What really is kind of strange is who this guy visited this island with. I mean, I'm not even kidding around. I mean, it's pretty bizarre. This whole trip that Justin Cuck Trudeau, is visiting. Now, let me explain this to you, and then we're going to move on to Radio Graffiti. But Justin Trudeau has been caught with his pants down, basically taking this island vacation, which, you know, could be construed as a gift or as some kind of conflict of interest, to say the least. And you know what Trudeau, you know what his goddamn response is? Oh, I'm sorry, I'll make sure that the ethics committee makes sure to overview everything I ever do. And all these dumb cuckery Canadians are just accepting it. You know, there was a commissioner's report, you know, that claimed that this idiot took a lot of gifts as vacation. You know? I mean, let's be honest. And the thing is that Aga Khan, I mean, what Trudeau's trying to say is that Aga Khan has been a friend of his for 30 years. But let's be honest, he's not Aga Khan's friend. It was his father's friend. And in the investigation, they found that the only time that Justin Trudeau and Aga Khan were kicking it with each other is when Pierre Trudeau died, and freaking this Aga Khan was at his funeral. All right? That's it. They're not friends. Aga Khan is sitting there. He's trying to gain influence, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, this guy violated sections 5, 15, 12, and 21 of the Conflicts of Interest Acts, and yet all he's going to do is say, I'm sorry, I don't know, I'm sorry. I'll make sure that the Ethics Committee makes sure to look over any of my vacations or anything like that. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, what an idiot. But you know what? These Canadians are idiots, you know? The Canadians are morons. I mean, lest we forget that it was Justin Trudeau that sold off all the gold reserves of Canada to fund this new Canadian immigration situation, you know, this open borders crap. You know that, right, Canadians? He sold off all your gold reserves so he can bring ISIS into Canada. Huh? Oh, isn't that great? That's just great, isn't it? Give me a break. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with this crap, all right? I'm done talking about this crap, all right? I guess it's about time for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, all right? And I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks, Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now, all right? And the phone number to call is 516-453-9903. When I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, all right? And, hey, engineer, do we got any Radio Graffiti calls to be had by any chance? All right, well, let's go ahead and take some Radio Graffiti callers right now. All right, who do we got here? How about 347 Radio Graffiti? Hey, why don't you turn your goddamn radio down, you milky liquor? Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. I got a Helen Keller deaf mute. Isn't that great? How about 716 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, did you lose your hair because of Agent Orange?
I'm not bald, you idiot. All right. Did you have that dumbass feminized voice because you came out of your dad's colon? Give me a break. I hate you dumb, stupid little kids that talk like that. You know what? You talk like a bunch of beta fruits that are taking it in the pooper. I'm not even joking, man. You guys are stupid. All right? Have some bass in your voice if you're going to call me. 435 Radio Graffiti. Brony drumming.
This is True Autism Radio. True Autism Radio.
I don't like you, Asperger losers! You're losers!
The badass of autistic screeching.
Give him autism or give him death.
A pickle goes! A pickle goes! Whee! Whee!
Live from beautiful San Antonio, Texas.
I mean, are you listening to this autism? Are you listening to this crap? I mean, what am I, Kevin McAllister?
I mean, this is what I put up with, man! This is why I'm glad net neutrality is gone!
And now, he will take it from here. Your host, the Aspie-tard, whining about Aspie-tards, the man they call Ghost.
A pickle goes!
Yeah, shut up. Real funny, you stupid autists, all right? But let me tell you something. The difference between me and you is that I'm a capitalist and you're just some stupid, dumb twat hiding under your single dirty dish rag whore of a mother's skirt thinking that she's going to be there forever and give you video games and give you, chicken tendies and all this other crap. You people make me sick. And I'm telling you, I don't like you autists, all right? You people are idiots. I'm not kidding, all right? You're a burden on the internet, and I can't wait till you people are outpriced off the internet. I'm telling you, you need to be priced off the internet. People make me sick. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
My name is Cleveland.
I mean, that right there is what I'm talking about, all right? That's autism. You hear that? That's autism right there. But no, we're supposed to give free access. We're supposed to give free access to every stupid loser out here. Get the hell out of here, all right? You autists don't deserve nothing. You know what you deserve? A kick in the ass because you're losers, all right? I mean, mentally retarded people are more productive than you pieces of trash. 412 Radio Graffiti.
I'm glad Space Poland is giving the middle finger to the EU. What's Britain's excuse? Bunch of goddamn pussies? But I can't believe that no one in Britannia is pissed at this incompetent, stupid, skankosaurus leader you got going on over here. Are we going to have a soft Brexit? Yes, we're going to have a soft Brexit. Shut up. Theresa May, you stupid rod. I'm telling you, women are not making
Look, asshole, stop making me sound like a goddamn cartoon! Damn it! Can you piss off with that crap?
Do you suffer from chronic CFED or can't focus energy drain? Try over-the-counter Vibrant. One tablet contains the same caffeine as a cup of coffee, but without the calories or coffee breath. Vibrant. Caffeine, not coffee. Taking Vibrant may result in increased productivity and decreased dread in setting alarms. Unexpected enjoyment of the graveyard shift has been associated with Vibrant. Vibrant may be a better budget option than drinking coffee. It may also decrease the urge to doze off, skip work, or exhibit signs of slacking. All jokes aside, always read the label, take only as directed, and limit caffeine as it may cause real side effects. Not for children under age 12. Do you suffer from chronic CFED or can't focus energy drain? Try over-the-counter Vibrant. One tablet contains the same caffeine as a cup of coffee, but without the calories or coffee breath. Vibrant. Caffeine, not coffee. Taking Vibrant may result in increased productivity and decreased dread in setting alarms. Unexpected enjoyment of the graveyard shift has been associated with Vibrant. Vibrant may be a better budget option than drinking coffee. It may also decrease the urge to doze off, skip work, or exhibit signs of slacking. All jokes aside, always read the label, take only as directed, and limit caffeine as it may cause real side effects. Not for children under age 12.
Seriously, you sphincter-fingering, enema-bag-cleaning, cuckold connoisseur, shove that stupid cartoon crap up your ass. You autist, give me the mic.
Stupid dumb autist, for Christ's sake. God damn it. 352 Radio Graffiti. Twilly Atkin Radio Graffiti. Let's talk a little bit about President Trump. No, you know what? Get that bitch and get her off. She's no, you know what? She lost her dumb, stupid bitch horse privileges. Get the hell off of here, you stupid skank. All right? You're probably some fat, pimple-faced, pimpled-ass, disgusting whore bag, and that's why you're kicking it around a bunch of bronies, because they're the only one that gives you the time of day, you stupid broad. Sit there and shut up. Give me a 973 Radio Graffiti.
Stand up and be counted, show the world that you're a man. Stand up and be counted, go with the people.
Yeah, we can't even understand. What's going on, man? You got Obama phones, you got idiots, you got tards, you got Asperger's, you got autists. Give me a break. 902 Radio Graffiti.
What's going on, Ghost? Just want to say I'm from Canada. I'm glad to be on the show. I actually think you're right about Justin Trudeau. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, no kidding. He's a detriment to Canada and is literally flushing Canada down the ice toilet bowl, all right? 305 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, everybody haven't seen my balls. They're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick me up, just stick my balls in your mouth. Ooh, suck on my chocolate salted balls. Stick them in your mouth and suck them. Suck on my chocolate salted balls. They're packed full of vitamins and good for you. So suck on my balls.
What the hell? What the hell was that? Jesus, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? Where do you all find this sick crap, man? Where do you all find this sick crap? Good God, give me the mic. Jesus Christ, did you all hear that sick crap, man?
Freaking sicko, autist, perverts. 228 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hey, Ghost. 10-cent capitalist here. I just wanted to say, love the show. And one thing about that previous thing that was being played, I'm pretty sure that's a song from South Park. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I don't know. I don't watch cartoons. I don't watch South Park, okay? I mean, I know there's a lot of adults out here that think South Park is so great. Give me a freaking break. You people are idiots, and you need to grow the fuck up. Excuse my French, all right? 256 Radio Graffiti.
I am going to Fort Rainbow Dash right now.
Ow! Hey, quit it.
I mean, are you kidding me? Give me a freaking break. 352 Radio Graffiti.
Los Vorgeschlagen, Schlagen, Volkswagen, Sieg Heil.
Keep it coming, Daddy. Keep it coming, Daddy. Keep it coming, Daddy.
And all you assholes say,
I'm pretty goy for a soy boy. We've got pylons, Radio Graffiti. What the hell? Was I supposed to hang up? I don't even know, for Christ's sake, man. Get it straight. 609 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. It's me, Norwegian. I sell all. I just want to sell Inner Circle. I sold all my quantum for autism bucks.
Oh, man, that's not even funny, man. Shut up! Shut up! That's not funny! Man, that's not funny, you piece of crap. That's not funny. Leave him alone. All right? Just shut up and leave him alone. God damn, you freaking trolls, man. Give me the mic. Don't go there. Don't even go there. Jesus Christ, man. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? 909 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, how's it going, Ghost? I actually taking your advice of cryptocurrency, and I actually invest almost a couple $100 on Quantum and EOS. I actually enjoy listening to your other shows, man. Great job.
Hey, man, well, I appreciate it, and hey, hopefully you're making some cash, and hopefully, you can live large here in the next couple of years, baby. You understand? That's why I keep saying genuine wealth will be generated in crypto, all right? 813 Radio Graffiti. Wait a minute, do we have instead of a pianist, we got an organist? Got an organist going on, an organist. 501 Radio Graffiti. You're taking too long, you stupid moron. All right, 903 Radio Graffiti. What do we got? A bunch of Helen Keller deaf mutes? Stop calling then. Don't call. Jesus Christ. 647 Radio Graffiti. We got 8 equal and both in the house. Don't call! That's not funny! That's not funny! That's not funny! That's not funny! I don't watch South Park, okay? Yeah, we can't even understand what. I mean, are you kidding me? Give me a freaking break. Don't call! Are you kidding me? I just freaking said that! Give me a break! Jesus Christ, I just freaking said that! And stop making gay music with my voice, alright? Stop making music that sounds like it just belongs in a gay club with my voice. Do you understand that? Stop making fruity-ass gay music with my voice. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. Good God, man. I'm telling you, guys are idiots. You guys are straight idiots. You're idiots. 502 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Thank you so much for all the crypto advice. And just a question. How much was going to Inner Circle slot going to cost? A couple $100?
Oh, man, I have no idea. Wait till Friday, and I'll let you know, man. But thank you for inquiring. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Yeah, I kind of figured that was it. Oh, Jesus Christ. 614 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, how about we give each other a white Christmas while I climb up your chimney? Oh, my.
No, not you, you sick, twisted. Damn it! Damn it! I'm sick of this crap! Freaking tough guy! Give me a break! I'm not ending on that! I'm not ending on that! Give me the mic! I'm not ending on that crap, you piece of crap! I'm not ending on that crap! Anonymous Radio Graffiti! Night Prowler Radio Graffiti. So that's why I'm saying, do not, and I repeat, do not feel any kind of compassion for niggers. Do you understand that? Repeat after me. No respect, no. I didn't say that, you sick twit. I never